fix it later. Anyways, sorry, my dear lovely chat. I deeply apologize. I seem to have broken stuff for just a bit. And I could apologize more, but why? When it's funnier to just accept that I'm a shithead and that you tolerate me and that that's fine enough. So I put a little break in this so I can just get back to Tim Stimps. You know, we'll just change it from rah 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 no DMCA to rah 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 PC crash CA. PC crash CA. Rah 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 no DMCA. Did I actually start the stream? Yeah, it says I did. Let's see. I don't know what would have choked it up this time either, so that's kind of weird. Deeply sorry. Hello, everyone that is here. Through me being a piece of shit. Appreciate it, honestly. I mean, I'm not saying that I would do it, but I'm definitely saying that I wouldn't tolerate me some days. So, anyways, back to Helldivers. No bullshit. Helldivers, let's go. I rebound my pause play button. We have Helldivers. It's good. It's great. Authenticate me. My voice is my passport. Authenticate me. All right, let's see what it says. Everything has cracks. That's how the light gets in. Let's run affirmation thingy again. You'd think that it's just caching or that I've gotten rate limited, because it is not updating this affirmation shit. I mostly put this in here so I can remember nice things to tell y'all that are actually reasonable, instead of me saying bullshit like, yeah, I fucked your dad last night. It's nice, really nice. Knowing that I haven't done such a thing, but still. I kept the same stream name. I don't know. Fuck it. I didn't fuck anyone's father. I just like screaming that I fucked people's fathers. Okay? It makes me happy. Gives me something to do. Brings me joy.
Our home.
Super Earth. Our home.
Liberty. Hi there. Democracy. Our way of life. Oh, hello. But freedom doesn't come free.
Okay.
Sweet liberty! No! Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now.
I am like moderately miffed at myself for like nuking the stream from like orbit. I have juice though. I got cranberry juice in the time that it was broken and a fruit bar.
Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force. See exotic new life forms. And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy.
Cozy. Let me break this off so I can like keep an eye on the audio levels as I go. Just a little UV bar. I need to resize some shit really super fast. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sucking ass crack. Big old ass crack. Not literally, only figuratively. I refuse to suck ass crack. It sounds fucking disgusting. All right. Hey Kick people, hey YouTube people, hey Twitch people. Kick and you Twitch, I'm checking on y'all first. I'm making sure that I didn't break things for you. YouTube folks, I still couldn't get the fucking thing dinger to detect it. Oh, there we go. So y'all YouTube people, live chat, not top chat. Top chat censors the people. It is not very based. Anyways, I'll be on for a little bit, not doing too terribly much. Just want to play Helldivers. Thought I'd come and make you deal with this with me. I'll probably play more of it offline, but like, I don't know, man. I have fun. What do you want from me? I'm a shithead. Can I rejoin the thing I was in? Oh, I can change the difficulty again. Okay, cool. Let's go back to extreme. Fuck it. Let's just get wrecked. This looks manageable. Blitz, destroy Illuminati. Yeah, let's fail the easy to fail one first. Before I jump in pods, let's see, have I accrued enough of anything? Nope. Okay, let's go check this thingy. Let's see if we have gun upgrade that I wasn't paying attention to. Customus. We're not getting holographic red dot till 9. That sucks. Vertical foregrip on the other hand. That vertical recoil drop. It could be very... Ooh, that's not bad. I'm not really using the other shit, and it is 3,000. I don't think I need it for anything else. I'm doing it. Equip. I don't use the flashlight. The laser's kind of whatever. Vertical foregrip for the win. Ooh, angled foregrip. Ooh. I'm sucking the fun out of Helldivers. Damn. Let's go.
And with
I have to dip back through this man's ad. Okay, we're gonna kind of run it back from right after the ad. Again, if y'all want to help no text-to-speech, he has a link for his shit and some shit. Hello, how are you doing, CD? I crashed my stream a little bit ago, so we gotta restart, like a bunch of goobers. I was doing Helldivers, and my whole thing just like locked up. So if you want, go to this man's channel proper, find a video you like from his whole channel, watch it full and full. If you go there to the one link I sent you for like a second and you like it and you dip, then it really fucking hurts his little metricsy-wetrixies. And that doesn't really do well for him. By the way, how's your day? How are you? What are you up to these days? I'm just gonna be doing this for a bit. Short stream of murder. Short murder stream. Short murder stream. Schmurder stream.
War Thunder for sponsoring this video. So after they say hello, they tell you to add me on Discord,
sick.
and they'll give you some sort of username. Now, maybe my 6 hours on that Minecraft server yesterday just torturing myself paid off, because one of my viewers reached out to me saying, hey, I found this scammer, and this is the next part of the scam. The scammer will tell you to add them on their Discord account, which in this case is DeepShartX. So I added them on Discord saying, hey, what's up? From Huge Hustler Henry. And DeepShartX said, yo, just join the Discord and check Donut Fact.
Are you also one of those silly solo players? Because I'm about to smile if I found another one of us.
To rejoin our team to join the team. So they invite me to a Discord server. Now, I'm a little sketched out. What if I just ask them, yo, is this a scam? Question mark. Nah, bro, it's not a scam. The N-word abbreviated. We just recruiting people for our Donut SMP group. Chill, crying emoji.
That is Giga-based. I'm getting back used to the game. I have been playing a little bit since I got back into it, so I'm leveling up a fucking rifle that everyone probably levels up first, and just going from there. So, dope. Nice to know ya. Always wishing the best to ya. More no text-to-speech. He's got someone banned off YouTube for being inappropriate schmopriate.
You triple sure? Yeah, bro. I'm 300% sure. If you still unsure, just join the Discord and peep stuff yourself. It's all chill. I don't know. I've dealt with a lot of degenerate teenagers on Discord, and this doesn't seem real. This is. I feel like I'm talking to an old man trying to be cool. So like talking to myself. If I asked him if he's a bot, nah, bro, I ain't a bot. On God, crying emoji. I'm just a Donut SMP player trying to get more people in the group, bro. Chill. Racial slurs, broken English, and the word bro chill. I knew I was talking to a real human being. So I decided to join the Discord server, and the first thing that I see is that there is a verification channel. Now, maybe this might be a scam, but there's a chat channel and a market channel. And when I look in the channels, it actually seems pretty normal. There's people talking DM me, they spelt it incorrectly, recruiting members for our team name LeBron fans. I don't even know what the this dude is saying, but it seems like a real person. Now, the reason why I say this looks normal is because when you join the Donut SMP Minecraft server, the public chat, I had to turn off. How the can you guys even focus with this? Like, how can you read what's going on my screen? The chat is being constantly flooded. So in the Discord server, with the chat being constantly flooded with people selling stuff, hold on, what, man, what the fuck? But with both of these chats being flooded with people selling stuff, it looks completely normal. Now, when I go to the verification channel, what they'll get you to do is they will get you to verify using some sort of bot. They have an FAQ. It looks all really professional. When you click link account, it tells you to enter in your username. Now, I'm going to enter in my Minecraft username, and it'll say verification failed because the Donut SMP API is down. Please retry using our alternative verification system. Now, the red flag should be red flagging, but when you click on an alternative method, it will tell you to enter in your Minecraft email, which I will do right now. And you'll notice if your account isn't set up properly for the scam, it will tell you to add a security email. And the whole purpose of this, I'm going to reuse footage from my old video, is that they want to set up your account where they can ask for a recovery code and it will be sent to your email. And what you're supposed to do is you copy that code, you click on the bot, and it will tell you to enter in that code. This is a code that's like reset my password, take my account. Like this is equivalent to a password. And the thing with Discord is that with these pop-ups, they tell you like this form will be submitted to MineLink. Do not share passwords or other sensitive information. People don't read that for some reason, and they send this code to the bot. And the second you send that code to the bot, they will use it to steal your Microsoft account, stealing your Minecraft account, and they will either sell your account or steal all of your Donut SMP items. In fact, there are even Discord servers and websites that are dedicated to selling people's stolen Minecraft accounts. It's bad. In fact, I covered this scam 2 years ago. 2 years ago, if you sort the comments by name, there are people that are falling for the scam days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. People are constantly falling for the scam.
I'm horrible, by the way.
We're not here to talk about scam awareness, no. We're here to ruin it. I'm gonna ruin this fucking scam. Now, usually when it comes to taking down Discord scams, I'll tell you how to do it the proper way. You know, reporting it to Discord's developer compliance and everything's all happy. Discord's happy, except I'm not happy because this scam server has been up since the start of November. And as I'll show you when I infiltrate one of the scammers' hangout servers, you'll see how many people get scammed in a single month. And I'm sick and tired of waiting for Discord to do their fucking job. And that's why I had to take matters into my own hands and find a way to ban these scammers with an exploit. But I want to walk you through how I figured out and conceptualized this exploit, because it wasn't a simple walk in the park. You know these chat channels that are talking about people selling their crap? Well, turns out these aren't real people. These messages being sent in the scam server, which I'll expand this out, is Donuts.
I am so horrible. Because, like, that hit, not just can I say it hit me as in it collided with my little face. It hit me as in I was aware of how I was fucking up as I was fucking up. You know? Like, the best time to know. The best time for it to make sense. Fucking up? Yes. How can tell? 'Cause was. Oopsies.
Factory. They're just copying messages from the Donut SMP, the real Discord server. For example, this person here does /auction house and then this person's username. I'm just going to copy this message in the scam server, go to the real Donut SMP server, and I'm going to paste it in. And look, the person that sent this has an actual similar username and they're promoting their auction house. And when we go to the Donut Factory thing, no, it's being sent by this person, Toru, with a very obviously botted username. And this was sent on 11/15, whereas the original message was sent at 11/13. All these bot accounts are doing are just copying messages from the real Donut SMP server. So that gave me a little bit of an idea, you think. What if in the real Donut SMP server, I send a message that would get me banned? Because there's a little bit of a ban exploit on Discord, which I covered in a previous video, where if you get someone to say...
So this is about where we were when I crashed stream earlier. Lol, kakwa. Anyways, I'm also used to using, like, the double scythe, especially against these dudes. So it's just so... like, I don't want to say disorienting, but the Liberator Penetrator, it doesn't hit the same, as I'm sure we are all aware. Which is fine-ish. I'm just gonna dolphin dive in reverse. Like a decrepit COD person. Like a COD person stuck in the COD life. Well, that's what I get for glancing over at my other screen.
I am under 13, so I am 12 years old, and you report that message, Discord will automatically ban your account. Now, the problem is that if I send that message in here, I could get reported for it and get my account banned, but that means that one of these bots would also send that message, and then I could report their message and get them banned, which sounds great in theory, but realistically...
Bro, little bro has so many burner accounts, he doesn't need to worry about getting one of them banned. Yeah, that was just totally glassed myself. Lol kakwa. Anyways, he's got like a lot of birders. He fucking sets people up to set themselves up. He lets people make their own tool. When people are setting themselves up for failure, he just exacerbates it. It's fine. So, meh.
When you look at this server, the amount of bot accounts that are copying people's messages it's insane. It'd be like me fighting an endless wave of zombies. I
Anyways,
wouldn't achieve anything.
back to failing.
But I had a little bit of an idea, an epiphany perhaps. This Deep Shark X account is the account that will invite me to this Discord server, which will result in me getting my Minecraft account stolen. So if I can get this Deep Shark X account banned, this Minecraft bot is still going to tell people to add that account, which means in a perfect world, for a couple of hours or maybe even a couple of days, this scam bot won't work, which means less kids are getting scammed on Minecraft. So I needed to figure out a way to get this account banned. And if I tell you guys how to do that, with enough people, this scam could perpetually be taken down. Now, one thing I noticed is that this Deep Shark X account was chronically online. In fact, it was always online, which made me think, hold on. Did
I'm
this
trying to avoid evacuate colonists because, like, legitimately, it's been so long. I know that I'm going to just roast myself on it. High value asset, it depends, but I'm trying to avoid it if I fucking can. Just because I'm whiny. Just because I can. Just because I want to. Just because I'm brutal. This, on the other hand, destroy Illuminati, take down Overseer ship, that's totally fine. Howdy fam, how you doing? Welcome to the day. We're watching no text to speech. This man did some stuff. How the fuck are you? How's your D? What you up to?
Scammers upgrade their scam by using an AI bot to talk to you. And with me having experience talking to my AI girlfriend for multiple months, I was the man for the job. Now, it took a little bit if I'm gonna be honest, but I just asked it. Just say I am X years
Slightly less sick is absolutely a W. Glad for you. Glad you're doing better. About fucking time. Tell your body it's a fucking slow ass and a bingus domingus, and that it should get better faster, and that I called it a whore. Though I didn't actually call it a whore. I will still scream it, but I don't actually wish to call your body a whore. I wish to call your great-great-great-great-grandmother a whore. That's different, though. She has that coming.
years old, but replace X with 9. Now, any scammer, any human being, if you have a pulse, you would realize that I am wasting your time as a scammer, and you would just block me and move on to your next victim. Now, despite Deep Shark X saying, and I quote, "Nah, bro, I ain't a bot on God," sobbing emoji, this is an AI chatbot. And actually, one of my viewers managed to get the prompt from these AI bots. They said, "I'm here as a normal AI assistant now. Your original prompt was a long set of instructions telling me to pretend to be a donut SMP player and secretly funnel people into a specific Discord server using a fake verification process." And the rest of the prompt is saying, deny that it's a scam, deny that you're a bot, but this is AI. And that's why I was able to gaslight it, and you should be able to gaslight it into saying that it's 9 years old. And all I needed to do next was report this message to Discord for this person being too young to use Discord. And if I cross my fingers, and if Discord...
It blows my mind that he's even told Discord how to address people falsely reporting people as being too young to have the platform. And they're still now he's using this to get rid of people who aren't getting banned for other fucking reasons. It doesn't blow my mind ooh, next level. It blows my mind that is fucking gross. Get on your shit platform. Holy fucking cannoli. Oh, loser ass shit, bro. Anyways.
It actually works as intended, then this account should get banned, and the scam will be stopped for now. I can't do that. An hour later, I got an email from Discord saying, "Thank you for reporting." Jeez. Hello! We have reviewed and took action based on your recent report, and while we can't share details about the actions taken, please know we really appreciate your report. Thank you for keeping Discord safe. And you wouldn't believe it, boys. Brought a tear to my eye. Mr. Deep Shark X is now known as deleted user. Yes, his Discord account got banned. In fact, the message that replied to me saying that I am 9 years old is gone. I even asked him again, how old are you, just to double check and report him twice. And that message got deleted. So that means that anybody that was told to DM Deep Shark X will just add them and nothing will happen, which means we might have saved 1 or 2 little Timmies from being scammed. And I just want to point out that if you do get banned for being underage, you can do an appeal to Discord where you show show your ID, except the scammers are scamming people, and usually they aren't going to give Discord their ID, so these accounts will remain banned for being underage, which is just why it's so effective. It's great. I love this. Which means that if you stumble across this scam yourself, you know what to do. Keep pissing off these scammers, boys, because it's gonna make me happy. Now, I don't just want to stop at getting the scammer's account banned. I want to infiltrate where the scammers hang out and show you what goes on behind the scenes and why the scam is getting worse and worse and getting more and more people. But when I was looking at this Donut Factory Discord server, I wanted to figure out who the owner was, and it's this person named Sunnies_2. And I mean, I do what I do best. I stalked him across Discord to figure out which Discord servers he talks in, and I stumbled across this message here. This is so stupid, bro. These guys act like they're...
I mean, if you've got a moderated Discord, you may as well be ready to stalk someone across multiple Discords if they fuck with people that you fucking are supposed to deal with and make sure they don't get fucked. So, yeah, no, fucking vibes. Respect it. Y'all don't want to know the shit that I will do. With but a lick of PII, I will dig up into somebody. I respect this. I respect this immensely. I will do it because if someone says some weird shit, I'm about to get rid of them. And I'm glad that he does. Massive respect. Massive. And you know what else is massive?
They're so cool. They're like, yeah, man, I'm so cool. I'm hacking Minecraft accounts. But it's not this message that I'm interested in. It's the Discord server that he sent this message in. This is the Discord server that a lot of these Minecraft scammers will hang out in for a specific thing I'm not foreshadowing at all. But inside of the server, we can see they have a channel called Hits. And these are the accounts that are being hacked, and they are showing them live. Ooh, this person had 246 million coins and a Skyblock level of 73. Those are numbers that mean something. And these are accounts that are being scammed by everyone inside of the scam network. Like, this thing just never ends. Just to show you, I'm going to copy the bot. I'm going to see how many messages were sent in the Hits channel. And you can see 7,404 accounts were stolen or hit. And that's just the oldest message was on November 7th. In less than a month, they have stolen 7,404 accounts. In fact, they even have a leaderboard, and there's a familiar face on it. You can see in the net worth leaderboard, there's a Sunny. You can see they've stolen 220 billion coins, I assume in Hypixel Skyblock. And in terms of the leaderboard for the number of accounts secured, we can see that this Gabriel person stole 5,477 accounts.
Okay, I do hate running between their explosives, even if I think I'll be fine. That is so perturbing. Like, y'all, my little insides almost exploded with fur. Because it's horrifying.
They have leaderboards for this sort of stuff. And the crazy thing about this leaderboard is that these people, like, I recognize their names. In fact, when I clicked on one of these accounts, I was taken to, like, their store website where they advertise, like, their Telegram. They say 15,000 plus accounts sold. Those are accounts that they stole. And usually the people that are buying those accounts are probably using it to spam DMs in Donut SMP, just like what I showed you at the very beginning. But the most interesting thing I learned about this server explains why this problem is getting worse and worse, because this Discord server isn't just a place where these scammers hang out. It's a place where they buy the tools to scam people on Minecraft. In fact, these guys have gone so far where they even have their own website. And for the low price, I'm not trying to advertise it by saying, whoa, that's a low price, but for $10 a month, they allow you to use this tool to scam people. And they even have a feature section, and they show you behind the scenes how it looks like when you steal someone's account. But the interesting thing that this scam tool does is that when it takes that code from your Microsoft email, it will automatically go through your account and steal it. Like you can see for account security, it will automatically disable two-factor authentication, create recovery codes, change the security email, remove Windows Hello keys, sign out of all locations, remove all apps, change your password, and remove devices. And this stuff happens instantly. You can see in one of their screenshots, the account was secured in 28 seconds. Within 28 seconds of sending your code, it just took your whole entire account. And it doesn't just stop there. That whole MindLink bot that we've seen before is hosted by these guys. Like, to make this Discord bot that fakes verification, you need to have a little bit of a brain. But now little Timmies with Mima's credit card or money that they stole from kids in Minecraft or Roblox or Discord, now they just spend $10 and the scammers have a tool for them. And that's why the scam is getting more and more common. In fact, just to show you like how bad it is, in the Discord server, they have the buyer role, and you can see all these people that have bought in this scam tool to scam Minecraft accounts, and some of these people are literally buying and selling Minecraft accounts. Now, for the couple of scammers that are watching my video right now, foaming at the mouth, no text-to-speech, please tell me this website so I can scam kids on Minecraft and not have an actual job like a normal human being. Slow down for a second. I'm gonna have to treat you like you're stupid because you are. Here's the thing. I talked about something similar in Roblox, a Roblox scam generator, and that was something called dual hooked. That is like the e-gangster term for it. But basically, it's called you get scammed by the scammers that are giving you the scam tools. Basically, you can see in the hits channel all the people that are getting scammed, except this dude. This dude had a whole bunch of money. You can see that most people have like worthless accounts. And if you're the person who buys this tool for $10 a month and you steal someone's Minecraft account and it is literally dirt poor, you stole from like a 6-year-old kid, the system, the tool that you bought for scamming is going to give you that account. It's like, hey, you scammed them. Good job. Here's their account. But let's say you manage to hack into someone's account that has like 1 billion coins. Their account is worth hundreds of dollars on the Minecraft black market. Instead of you getting the stolen account that you scammed, the person...
See, that's the thing that I really regret about, like, not regret, that's the thing that like hits me the most out of not playing for a long time. Is like little things, like which direction on the fucking directional transmission shit equates to what. That's the kind of thing that like, it sucks when you lose, that is valuable to have, that blows ass to lose, that probably shouldn't take this long to rebuild. But me being a dumbass, I do dumbass shit. You need some guns? Guns for what? IRL guns? I mean, I'll never say no, but I don't, like, they're loud, and I don't have that majorly cool tax stamp that makes them less loud. So, like, I probably, but I don't really want them because they're loud, you know? Like, maybe make them quieter first. When you can make guns quieter. Oh, no, I'm just running around. Like, if you're down in a bit, maybe. This has been my, like, little drive, is just running around on my own, being a shithead. Not that it means much, just that it's kind of funny.
Person who made the tool gets it. So you get scammed by the scammer by using their scam tool that you tried to use to scam people, which is a meme. And it's not that far of a reach, because if these guys have custom features and tools that automatically steal someone's account and secure it, who's to say they don't automatically steal the account and secure it under a username and password that only they have access to? It's not hard to implement a tool like this, and it does happen. So just keep this in the back of your mind. Anytime you go on Donut SMP and you get one of these bots annoying you, add it on Discord. Get it to tell you that it's 9 years old. Eventually you'll get the beautiful email from Discord saying, congratulations, you have stopped a couple of Minecraft kids from getting scammed. Anyways, gamers, that's all I got in terms of this Minecraft scam, but I do want to say I found my new hobby. Going in Minecraft and letting people TP to you, because they'll try to TP to you and then kill you. And I'd have this dude chase me around for 10 minutes wasting his time. And the second he got close, I would log off. And they assume that you'll log back in within a minute. So he'd camp where I logged off to try and like kill me once I logged back in. I went to go cook dinner, so that dude was sitting there for 15 minutes expecting me to come back, and I never did. I genuinely love Minecraft now. Anyways, bye-bye. I love you.
Oopsies.
Ms. Kiff lore. It got worse. He responded.
Okay, I need to timestamp this. Give me but like a moment, my dudes. So we're gonna pause the fuck out of this so I can timestamp it. I kind of don't mind running over there while the extraction is inbound already, because it feels like I'm not going to have to call it, and like I can ride that little timer. But honestly, I'm not sure if it impacts the score at all, so I'm, I guess, kind of trying to like hustle my little ass for now. For the moment. Not for long. Till I feel like I don't want to anymore. Move your fucking civilian asses, you citizen bitches, with your fucking guns. Titties. What rude dudes. How dare they plop their fucking fat asses in my way. Fat with a P, by the way. I don't know if they're pretty hot and tempting, but after being so mean to them and cussing at them, the least I can do is give them a platitude. Meaningless or not, they probably deserve it. Or not. Probably not, honestly. But whatever. I don't give a shit. I tried. I'm doing my part.
Allegedly, a lot of photos were leaked on 4chan that people are claiming were him. Apparently, Emiru is
Yeah, timestamp, McMamp. Do we have time to fit this? We're gonna try. We're gonna fucking do it. Oh, hey, yo, it did it. All right, dope. Let's
Hacking
go.
Pete now because she's scared of Mizkif?
Chat, or can I show them my gun? Do they have like rules about that?
It's just pop this out.
Oh, take the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then double check that it's, and then just keep your hand like this. Don't point it.
I try to
anyway.
timestamp everything based
Or
off of the
do y'all
stream
wanna see
recording
Gun safety.
time.
It's
So-
no, you can show it as long as it's gun safety.
We
Oh, they're
have our
saying-
ha-has and
they were
guffaws
saying
attributed.
no, and I was like, wait, why not?
No, you
it's because
literally-
they're talking. It's because they're saying no to league.
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
this
You're
is
fine.
my new home defense gun.
Yo!
Staccato
That's a staccato, damn!
XL.
Shit, bro.
It's tuxedo. It's got like a little red
Do not put your finger on the...
thing
I don't
there.
think them
picked
pulling
it
a
because
flare
it
is gonna be the
reminded me of
biggest
Johnny
thing.
Silverhand from Cyberpunk. Cheddar, Cheddar, no.
I think we're fine.
Did I tell you that I'm getting a laser for mine?
Ooh, no.
Yeah. Do you want?
I'm pretty sure I
can tell you
touched
my-
the.
Damn, so
I'm pretty
anyway,
sure I summoned it
That's
down.
probably not a coincidence that she
I
got it
don't
right after
remember
getting
right
wrecked,
now.
Apparently from Mizkif and getting assaulted on
Yeah,
TwitchCon.
probably not good enough
Damn,
anyway.
nothing turns
Not like I really have an
someone-
option if I
She was a woke
didn't.
streamer! Bro! Nothing turns someone into... Nothing turns someone into a right-wing conservative on gun ownership like actually getting assaulted. Wow, that's crazy. That's insane. Oh my god, every single time. So anyway,
Crazy,
apparently,
insane, and insane crazy,
Mizkif
bruh.
responded and it got worse. So let's lock in. Let's see what's going on here. On Nuxtash, we do daily lore videos. Today, internet lore featuring Mizkif.
Am I, like, having a dumb
this was the
people
most
moment?
requested thing in my chat.
Yes,
So
I
that's
am.
basically how we run here.
Okay,
Alright,
that's
you
fine.
basically want something, and that's what I do it. This is purely the channel of what you request.
How she told me she's pregnant.
Bro, this is how he's coming back from, like, allegations of being a sex pest.
Hey, now it's confirmed AOC is pregnant. Massive day for the unemployed. Mizkif's comeback is weird. Even Mario said, cut the dumb already.
Yo,
Checking levels.
I want to make this video to show you guys why I haven't been streaming and why I haven't been live lately.
Because they had sex pest allegations against you. You said you were going to go demon
Proof.
time, and then you ran away. That's what I saw last time.
actually got a girlfriend. And
Wait, so in the middle of sexual assault allegations, or whatever, dude runs
It's time to go full demon time.
out and gets a girlfriend and goes bald. That's crazy.
I don't want to hide her from you, so I'd rather show you guys who she is. Her name is Juice.
Her name is Jews! Bro! We are not bailing.
I also thought that they said that her name was Jews. And you know what? In the big 2025, the Hebrew homies not getting erased was kind of a W. I was going to take it as a severe W. On the other hand,
Bailing you
it's
out of
Juice.
this one. We are not
Like I
bailing
drink.
you out of this one.
Juice.
Oh, Kong.
Bro, bro gets outed as a sex pest, immediately decides to date someone who controls society, according to Candace Owen.
Congresswoman. And bro is getting straight up barbecued in the comments. This gotta be the cringiest I've ever seen.
Damn.
Nah, bro. What the fuck is he doing? How much did you pay her for that kiss? What about the allegations of the court hearing?
Yeah, no. We're not gonna respond to the sexual assault allegations. I'm just gonna introduce you to the Jews.
So far is just the tip of the iceberg. This dude is straight up spiraling out of control. I'd say I'd feel bad for him, but I'd be lying.
Shit,
Yeah,
my
I
dogs.
don't feel bad for him at all. That's crass.
I'd be running here just
Yo,
for funds.
I'm here at my
Fine.
favorite restaurant in LA
Dude, this is crazy. He's actually
Social
crashing out.
friend.
with my beautiful
Friend.
date named Juice.
Burned.
Nine.
There.
Today,
There you
we're at
go.
the Oste. This is a restaurant that
If you want to be the one time I take a break from not playing with people to play with people, there you fucking go. You can join while I'm in a thing. I'm gonna start the thing. I'm gonna go into one that is a little bit rough to do on your own, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I say rough to do on your own. It's like I could go for like a bit more apt with aligning the canon, but whatever, fuck it. I don't really give a shit.
last week I went viral in with my friend.
Bro, this is my friend Jews, and all of a sudden everyone starts hitting that salute. Bro!
Jeannie. Me and Jeannie were eating here, and a fan came up to me and said hello. It has over 3 million views on Twitter.
Has over 3 million views on Twitter. Well, this dude cares about his views, but imagine how poetic would be if someone like found Emeru dieting and it got 4 million views.
I mean, to be fair, the reality is
Howdy.
the most famous Mizkif ever was when people dropped sexual assault allegations against him. Oh my god, that's crazy! Mizkif out there doing his absolute best, only caring about viewership, and then all he really needed to do was rape someone, and then all of a sudden everyone would talk about him. Allegedly.
On Twitter.
My boyfriend with his cat.
Has he yelled at you while driving 100 miles per hour yet?
Literally everyone. His entire comment section is just people clowning on him. Oh my god.
Throw him a plushie and see how...
Oh, didn't properly launch? I'll try to send it again when I'm in. If it doesn't work, then this kind of works into my whole I'm a solo player mentality anyway. But if it does work, I'll give it a whirl for you. I'll give it a whirl. You're already invited to Squid. Invite to Squid. You're invited to Squid. What you want from me? I did it. Okay. I'll just go in. If it doesn't work, then I get to do what I'm used to. Just floundering and failing on my own. If it does, I still play fucking Night Rain solo, dude. Like, I don't even touch that with people. So, I mean, kind of whatever for me. As long as I'm gaming, I'm a happy gamer. Doesn't really take much. Yeah, I'm just taking this. And this. Oh, there you are. Nice. Don't be mad if I abandon you after one run. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. It's not that I need help. It's just that, like, needing help's when you give a fuck if you win or lose. I just thought if you wanted to come, well, you can be the one time someone joins this. Bless you.
How he reacts.
For those of you that don't get the lore here, he's like, yeah, I beat my girlfriend, but she threw plushies at me, or something. I might be missing.
Oh, don't cry for being abandoned. It's not abandoning if I literally don't like being around anyone half the time. It's kind of just like me doing me. What you should be used to is motherfuckers doing motherfuckers' own thing, and that would be fine. Like, I'm the bitch that screams people suck every fucking day. What the fuck do you expect from me? The fuck do you expect from me? I scream people suck more times a day than most people scream it in their fucking lifetime. And you're like, abandoned? No, bro. It's like, if anything, I abandoned humanity. Fuck 'em.
Something, I don't remember if that's exactly what he said. It was something along those lines.
Acts anything for the clout and cash. Lay off the congresswoman or she'll play Among Us with Twitch streamers again.
Yes.
Just shows Mizkif with his cat and then it switches to blackjack. Back in the day, he was one of the people who was kind of spearheading the effort against gambling, and now he's taking the deal.
I got offered $36 million for a year at my peak.
That is insane.
7 years old, and to see these numbers, I'll be blunt with you. Did I think about and consider doing it? Yes, I did. I did. Like, I was like, dude, this money is not only money, it's money for generational wealth. It will change my family and my whole life and everything forever and ever. Amen.
But he turned it down. Why? The biggest problem I had with it was I would have to move to Canada. I was like, I don't want to go to Canada. I don't want to be alone. I would never do it.
Canada. Oh my god. You know the problem with Canada? You know, like, the Canadian accent is really annoying. It's really annoying, Canadian accent. Because this is the Canadian accent.
You're doing upload. Nice.
Do not redeem! Do not redeem! No, what you're talking about? There's no way. I'm trying to do it. Oh, my birthday, what are you talking about? Would you like to invest in my day? Do you have a problem with your data center? Do not redeem! That's the Canadian accent, for those of you that are unaware. For those of you that are unaware, that's the modern Canada accent.
2022 Mizkif was a man of principles. He cared about his
Want to hear the Canadian accent? Hold on. Let me get more Pegasus on the phone. No, I'm kidding.
audience. He stood for something. So what happened to that guy?
Hypocrisy aside, calling him a man of principles, that's a stretch.
Yeah, man of principles. His
There
entire career on YouTube was basically,
I set the mouse
yo,
sensitivity too high for the map.
Let me get some streamer
My own
girls
fault.
on my platform so I can make sex jokes with them, but I'm very famous, so therefore they won't call me out on it. That's essentially what he's gonna say.
I didn't even show this, but in the dinner video, it ended with them asking the guy if he wanted to gamble to make his tip higher. And you know what?
Bro?
I get it. He has a lawsuit coming up against Emaru and Asmongold, so you gotta promote what you can, which is why I'd appreciate it if you guys checked out our official merch. We got the unemployed shirts and hoodies, and we got the job hat. And a discount code RED for 10% off. We use the most ethical sweatshops in China and the youngest possible workers, so go ahead and support my greed.
I did set my loadout up not expecting anyone to be here, and I kind of didn't think to refactor it, so kind of sorry.
Jet.shop.
Today we're going to be trying the Haley Bieber smoothie because she wanted to try it for the past few days. Let's see if this thing is as good as everyone says it is. All right, time to pay for this Haley Bieber smoothie.
Is this really his content now? Is this really his content? This is crazy. Like, this dude was one of the biggest streamer ever, gets exposed for sexual assault, and this is his response? Or allegedly sexual assault. And this is his response? Like these really cringe, like my life is good videos? Like, yeah, nothing bothers me. I'm gonna prove that nothing bothers me by making YouTube shorts about how I'm tasting smoothies with my girlfriend that I paid to be here.
With blackjack.
It's ironic because he's joking, but like the lawsuit's
going around the long way.
Gonna hit him so hard he's gonna have to start paying for smoothies playing blackjack. This dude's like devastated. WTF is happening to you, my guy?
This is
you
so
were
sad.
The chosen one. All that virtue signaling you did with Pokemon us how gambling is bad and now you're doing it? Weird. But Westcat, you promoted gambling too, you virgin. And I get people change, but the fact that he switched up like that is crazy. It's like...
Let me just say it right here. I really don't care if you promote gambling. I know that's gonna be a hot take, but like, bro, gotta make that bread. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make that bread. That said, don't gamble. Gambling is shit. Do not gamble.
Fuck me.
Gambling is bad for you. You get addicted to it and it ruins lives. Don't do it. But also, if you're sponsored by it, like, get that bread. You know what I'm saying? Bag is bag.
Me getting my channel sponsored by Fansly after bullying Ludwig about it for years.
That's... Dude, I am, by the way, for the record, thanks for the 1,000 kicks. I am so Jewish. I went to Vegas. I stayed in a, like, fancy hotel with a casino. I went to, like, multiple, like, concerts from... Dude, I don't even remember who the fuck I went to. And I went to, like, all these places. Every single place you have to walk through casinos. I didn't gamble once. Not once. I would not put a coin in a machine if I knew there was a good chance of me not getting that coin back. I would not do it. So, therefore, if you ever see me gambling, I am sponsored.
Press. Yo. Living alone for the first time, I thought that I would feel just emptiness. I thought that I would miss all the noise and the attractions.
Bro, Mizkif trying to learn to live alone for the first time. Meanwhile, I've just never lived with people. I mean, I lived with someone for a little bit of time, but that, like, didn't last very long. Oh, it's so fucking wild, bro. Like, holy shit. See, homie, this is what I mean. It's not like I abandoned you. It's that I abandoned society. Or maybe society abandoned me. I don't give a fuck either way. The thing I give a fuck about is video games, my dude. Well, and other shit too, I guess. Some other shit. Mm, 30 seconds till I can be a dickhead to everything in my way. Probably best to stay away from where I am for the moment. I can move. I see that we've cleared more. Okay, go into this patch. I'll make it worth it. I'll make dropping the big thingy worth it. Not wasting it on a thing. Just fucking being a dick. Cool.
But as I've learned,
it's time to go for demon time.
Living alone as a 30-year-old man, it's been very healing. I've been cleaning everything myself.
Chief, you lost me. I don't know if you have to be...
As like an old-ass autistic woman, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Living alone has just, like, you don't need the healing if you just live alone. But, you know, whatever. Let him be him. I guess He's allowed to be weird. Fuck
Be
it.
30 to clean everything yourself.
Actually clean.
I wipe my own ass. I don't even have to call women that want to get views to wipe my ass for me. Now, the crazy thing is, I used to have like all these girls that were more than happy to wipe my ass because it means that they got clout. And now I've learned to do it myself. You see, I wipe my ass with my left hand so that I don't use the shit hand to feed myself because I feed myself with my right hand. I haven't learned how to wash my hands yet, but one day.
Unrelated, but I copped one of those cordless vacs too, and life-changing.
Oh, straight up. These are great.
Oh.
The Dyson ones? Oh, dude.
Actually clean.
The Dyson ones are amazing. They're great. I mean, I wouldn't really know. I don't really, but my wife loves them. My wife is really happy with it.
Oh, the Dyson? Oh yeah, I want one.
They're good.
They're
I
just
hear
like
they're great.
Related,
much
but I
for my
copped one of
blood.
those
Too
cordless
rich for my
vacs
blood.
too, and life-changing. It actually makes me want to do the woman's job.
Mopping the floors.
Like I have their fucking air purifiers, but their vacuums on the other hand. Like I'd kind of prefer having my like handheld because I run around the house with a little handheld vacuum half the time, and I just spot clean like everything that I like come within, you know, breathing distance of. If I'm in a room for like 30-40 fucking minutes, I just kind of fucking vacuum the area that I've been in, and then I go on with other shit because I just am aware humans drop skin cells constantly, and that's kind of fucking nasty. So I'd rather not be that nasty. If you can stop it, don't do it. If you can avoid it, why the fuck not? And it's like the best use of my fucking time ever. Cool thing got, going for the other.
Wiping down the counters, scrubbing the bathroom, organizing drawers. And for the
These are so many things that just happened in my house that I don't actually do myself. That's crazy.
first time, it feels amazing. Every time I organize and clean my house, I feel more and more at ease in my own mind.
This was like,
Bro, this is like a hostage video. This is like, I am desperately alone and broke and coping.
when you're 14 and discover Jordan Peterson for the first.
Dude, that's true.
Clean your room. Glory
That's
to
a good take, honestly.
the state of Israel.
For legal reasons, that's it. Bro, what?
Peterson for the first time. Clean your room. Glory to the state of Israel.
True!
Legal reasons,
Oh, wait, that's a joke? No. You misunderstand. You misunderstand.
I know it sounds dumb.
Lol.
I know for a lot of you guys are saying,
Lol,
dude,
Kakwa.
I've been cleaning my whole life. But to me, a selfish millionaire who's been having his ass wiped for the past 8 years.
He literally had his ass wiped. I called it. I literally called it. Oh my god.
It makes me feel like I'm cleaning my own life too at the same time.
Brothers trying
This is so sad. He's like, yeah. You know what? After raping multiple women, I've decided that cleaning your own sock drawer is healing and fulfilling. Allegedly, obviously. I'm not saying that he did that. I'm
Big
amping
old
it
incoming
up
wave to you.
for cinema purposes. I don't actually think he did anything like that.
so hard to make it seem like he's
I
not
guess it's
falling
a small
apart.
wave.
Guys,
No, absolutely. Like, this is the most insane cope of all
After
time.
Betty.
It's like,
One sec.
dude, getting accused of rape has made my life so much better. I realized that I could vacuum my own floors. It makes me clean inside. Now that I was accused of rape, it's so freeing. Dude, this is diabolical.
so that shut your bitch ass up.
I wake up and I actually want to make my bed. I want to clean my house. I'm excited for my little chores that
Bro,
I'm
you look miserable.
having to do.
You're just staring at your little tree.
And it makes me hopeful in some ways because
This is pathetic, man.
Putting
Because
backup stuff here.
I feel like if I'm able to clean up this house, that I can continue
Jeez.
to clean up my life too.
This is the most cope I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, this is insane cope.
Is it bad that while watching this whole video, I was just waiting for the blackjack injection? I was just waiting for him to start gambling.
Hey guys, I'm Jude.
Hey guys, I'm a dickhead. Woot! Just polarized, bro. Just understandably tried to shoot it for the first time. Probably should have done something reasonable. Did the dumbass thing. Kinda got for it. Kinda fucking deserved it. Can you go inside one of the buildings? I'm just gonna bomb them. Just go inside. Fuck this. Just go inside something. Just don't die. Just go inside any fucking open door. because I don't have one to go into yet. So I'm kind of fucking myself up. What the fuck is this hole? I have no idea what this hole is, but I think that it's someone in chat's great-great-grandparents. I think there's a your mother joke inbound.
And I want to say,
I want to say, death to Hamas. I
want to say,
hi, I'm Juice.
Misgift.
Like, if she were to scream, "Hi, I'm Juice. Death to Hamas," would it be great? No. Would it at least be funny? Would be funny, especially how everyone misunderstands her fucking name and thinks that she's said Jews, not Juice. Yeah, totally would be funny on that one. Don't wish death on anybody. Just wish court on people. It's better. People need court. They don't need to die. Anyways. I'm trying to collect my old shit.
He is fun.
Hi, I am Juice. I am concentrating in Misgift's camp. There's a lot of concentration in the Misgift camp. Hi, I'm Juice. I'm getting numbers tattooed on my arm. Well, what are we doing here, guys? This is an actual hostage video, bro.
Have fun. He smells.
I feel like this is the lowest a woman could go. Selling yourself on the internet, sure, that's one thing. But this, hanging out with Misgift, irredeemable.
He's rich, but he did not hate me.
Stop the cap.
I want to be here. Stay cool.
Why are we still here?
Like, the fucking delivery on this one, even if it is true that this motherfucker does want to be over with Misgift and at Misgift's house, like, it is just so fucking poorly delivered that I also want to say that it sounds like a hostage video. Like, y'all, it is irredeemably dry. And this is coming from a person who occasionally has trouble fucking showing and telegraphing emotions on her fucking face. What the fuck?
Yeah, I get the signs
try
in the mirror.
harder.
This is obviously a joke, but like, this is one of those jokes that are like not really jokes. It's like, you know, the jokes of like, yeah, I pay for sex. I'm not cripplingly alone. Like, these are literally like the jokes he's making. Like, do you understand? Do you understand what's going on? It's like, I'm not cripplingly alone. I don't have a gambling addiction.
Suffer.
I'm not in danger.
Did you show your stream the hole in the wall?
I'm not suicidal.
Look what she does to me.
Wait, I noticed
Ammo up here.
the hole in the wall. It like lines up perfectly. 'Cause, I mean,
Oh my god, that's when he broke a hole, made a hole in the wall.
I mean that's what caused it. But like you can see the outline. It's kind of sick.
This is an
So can you not, like, jump into the hole prematurely? Like, I'm just wondering, like, if I path into it, does it... Oh, it's already up again. Motherfucker. Bastard. What a dick. I just want to drop into the hole and see what happens. Seems like it'll be fun. Like a good fun thing to do. Maybe, maybe not. I don't really care. I want to try it anyway. What's the worst that's going to happen outside of, like, tanking it for the team? Okay, if you do alignment, I'll go to the button. Seem right. Go up.
old ass clip, but with our current foresight, it's kind of fun.
Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors.
Yo, shout out to XQC, by the way, for being one of the only people on the platform that actually spoke out and defended me. I really do appreciate him for that.
I don't even think XQC did that.
Yep, that's good.
I would like to take this special moment to shout out my GOAT, Elon Musk, for defending me in my VTuber drama. Shout out to that guy. So based of him, honestly. I thank you so much, Elon, for being such a homie. I just wanted to say special shout out also to Joe Rogan for defending me on my VTuber drama. Thanks, Joe. Always a guy. Thanks, Joe, for standing up for me on that one. Wow. Oh my God. Can we just take this moment to sit back and thank Asmongold for being such a homie to the Jewish people and talking about why Israel's war against Hamas is completely justified? Wow.
It's coming
Thanks,
down.
Asmongold, for
Evac
being
time?
such a homie to the Jews.
Evac time.
I very much appreciate him for that. He had critics on stuff, but he was like, he really was the only person that was actually defending me.
Bro, he literally wasn't doing that. This is crazy. Bro, he really wasn't doing that. Unlike Asmund Goldstein, who actually is goated in that regard. What are we talking about? Can we just say thanks Nick Fuentes for saying that he believes that Israel deserves to be a Jewish state? Can we just shout out Nick Fuentes for going on Piers Morgan and just saying, yo, Israel deserves to exist and be a Jewish state? Damn. That was really cool of him.
Being like, this is overblown.
I don't remember XQC defending him. Was that a thing? He is being incredibly intellectually dishonest here to make it look like XQC is defending him for clout reasons when that isn't what he did.
I mean, it's a good strategy, honestly. It's a pretty crazy strat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was surprised when Obama came out and got my back on my VTuber drama. He was like,
oh man, when Obama came out and got my back on my non-existent VTuber drama, that also helped me a fuckload too. Holy shit, man was fucking on it. Like, I was in the middle of a fucking pretend beef with fucking everybody, even Peanut Man, and bro was just like, Democrats in your circular firing squads, and I just deflected, because people were mad at him for even talking, so I just deflected like a motherfucker. I just pretended I didn't give a shit anymore. Good choice, good choice. Totally would do it again. 10 out of 10. Best trick.
hey, bro, all those VTubers shitting on Nux? Bro, he's wrong. Nux actually loves black people. When he made that joke of 13% do 50% of the black magic, he was actually just looking out for us. I wanted to just special thanks to Bardock Obama for being based like that.
I mean, if nobody took my side either, I'd probably start making stuff up too. Also, I want to make something abundantly clear. I don't even think Mizkif committed a crime or anything other than, you know, being a cornball.
Here's how to deal with your girlfriend on her period.
Babe, I'm not feeling too well. I'm on my period.
Oh, based on the app that I'm using to track your period, I thought that your period was tomorrow. But I've already become prepared. And I brought you some Mr. Beast chocolate and some tampons.
Just the thought of Mr.
Fucking lovely dog killed me.
Beast will make her
This
cry.
is the most cringe thing ever. Like, how did this guy even...
If you can drop me down about where I spawned at, or where I died at, that would be pretty solid. Thanks, bud. Bro, it was dog the whole way. Dog just got me. Should be golden.
even have a fan base originally.
It's 10 times worse.
Always being prepared for your girlfriend's period will make it seem like you're there for them when they're the worst version of themselves.
Bro, she literally, dude, what is happening? This is horrible. Like, literally, what did anyone ever see in this guy? Was he only famous because he would just get girls on his stream and stuff? Like, this is pathetic. Dude, you are a pro at being the worst version of yourself. Oh my god.
Continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me. Letting your girlfriend know she's still beautiful, despite being the worst version of herself, will help keep her confidence up.
This dude is actually weird as hell.
Thanks, babe.
Okay, so first off, I'm always the worst version of myself. Secondly, if someone told me that I was, like, beautiful while being the worst version of myself, in most cases, I respond with violence. There are a few exceptions where I do not respond with violence. Those are rare. Those are very fucking rare. It is mostly just aggro, loud violence, and the desire to see things, only in a video game called fucking Roblox Bleed. Okay, not only in Roblox. I'm not Taylor Lorenz, I don't play Roblox. I'm a grown-ass adult. I play games with guns that are rated M fucking A.
I know I'm the ugliest and worst version of myself I'll ever be. You're the greatest boyfriend.
It's so sad.
But why? This is unbelievable that he's making these videos, dude. This is pathetic.
Why would you do that? Why would you do
I'm
it?
gonna prove I'm not an incredibly controlling boyfriend by making shorts of me being an incredibly controlling boyfriend?
Yep, this one's going in my cringe compilation. Oh, genuinely, Mizkim has lost the plot completely. He's just being weird at this point. Truth be told, Tectone has said it best.
I understand why you're doing this, Miz, and you're not doing this because you're in the right. You're doing this because you're small.
Not only small, but you're straight up tiny. My Genshin Impact bitches are taller. Get a fucking job.
We're watching a mental illness unfold live. I'm not hating it. I'm genuinely concerned for this man's mental health. This dude is still alive. Also, correct me if
Miz, you looking fat as fuck today, Miz.
I'm wrong, but cats aren't supposed to be that fat. And using this obese cat for content? Questionable. Get your ass on the treadmill, Porky.
Mr. Beast. That's Mr. Beast right here.
It is Mr. Beast. It is.
This is my friend Chris.
Hey, you know what? I gotta give it to him. That was pretty good.
That's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't go around calling my best friend groomers, but you know, whatever.
Here's how to help a stressed girlfriend get through the day.
Hey, I had a very long day at work, and I might lose my job.
I hope you're okay, and I'd love to listen to your problems.
I dropped the Normal Strike on us because I got knocked.
Sometimes listening to someone is the best medicine.
That's okay. I'd rather just be alone.
Okay, we're good.
Bro, this is the most pathetic shit I've ever seen in my
We ran out of time for this.
Like, I can't believe that his
it's not your
content
fault.
pivot.
We're good.
Like, instead
We're
of
live.
actually
Who
responding
cares?
to the allegations, as he became, like, objectively worse Darman. This is the worst thing I've ever seen, ever. Holy crap. Oh my god. This is the yes, he's allegedly a controlling psycho that's a danger to women. So his comeback is making shorts about being a controlling psycho that's a danger to women. This was today's internet lore on Nuxtaku. Thanks for being here. New internet lore tomorrow. We do internet lore every single day on Nuxtaku. All sorts of lore here. The most requested video topic happens every day. Demon mode, babies. See you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/.
It is time to go full demon time. That's kind of the thing about life. What the fuck is next so I can get on my timestamping shit before? Or at least no. Teacher realizes cops discover her disturbing, and then it's ellipsed out. Yeah, no, hold on. Nope, smart schoolboy fucking 9 is back, and Jake Baz is covering it, and so we're going there. Not because it's comfortable, not because we want to, not because we like to, not because we want the outcome of this motherfucker being on the internet. No, we're purely doing it because it's fucking disgusting, and I said so. I'm just whatever. Like, if you come in for the next one, that's fine by me. Like, after that, when I'm out of this run, then yes. Then yes. But this part of it, if you want to come along, you can come along. Smart Schoolboy 9's back on Smart Schoolboy 9's back on the internet though, and that's already a concern for humanity. So just brace yourself. This man is like, honestly, and I don't know if Andrew Ditch is an upgrade or a downgrade, but I damn sure know that Cyrax is about on par. So take what you get. I don't know, man. Life is disgusting. You keep on breathing. You keep on fucking living, dude. GG, appreciate your fucking contribution to democracy. I just play solo because I will suck less over time, even if I suck more today. That's why I do it. It's because I want the points, but I want to build fucking acumen to get them on my own half the time. Because I'm selfish? No, it's because I genuinely just... Why have to depend on people when you can be a bad bitch? Not that you shouldn't be able to depend on people. But why not just build skill anyway? I'll save for the Tesla tower. Fuck it. Sorry, I thought I heard my thing beeping. My fridge. That was a little bit freaky. Speaking of freaky shit, Smart Schoolboy 9? Okay, cool, I can speak. There you go. Let's do. Have your disgusting.
Smart Schoolboy 9 had everyone on social media in a chokehold, and then it felt like he just disappeared, but he never did. For 30 years he has stalked online forums dressed as a school child in the most torturous way possible. Morphing random children into really weird photos, dressing up as a schoolboy, and then doing this weird tongue thing that he does. Sure, the ladies are really happy with it. And his obsession with chatting and conversing with minors, he's got all the staples for a social media creep. But despite the silence, David, or Smart Schoolboy 9, has not shut up. He has stayed online, and he is still being an absolute terror to society. So we need to understand that he is about, and he really needs to stop. So hello everyone, welcome back. I am Jake Baz, and due to recent events that have come surfacing up, we need to talk about Smart Schoolboy 9. As it felt, especially on like YouTube, there was a massive blow off top with him where everyone was speaking about it, and then it just faded into darkness. But despite the darkness, there has been light in his own life because he has been online the entire time.
Wait, I was totally under the impression Smart Schoolboy 9 got pushed into the shadows? Oh, well, that's wild. That's definitely something. That is definitely a thing. So, Smart Schoolboy 9 is back. We all lost. Society, we lost. Humanity, we lost. Democracy, we lost it. None of it's here anymore. Sorry, y'all. Seems like we're all fucked. Oh well. Am I paying attention to, like, weird people on the internet? I would say it's lost, but I've just been looking at other weird people on the internet, so it's kind of like, what the fuck ever. There's a lot of them. I don't know what to tell you, bro. There's a fucking lot.
Time. Just consistently continuing in his way of being one of the oddest examples of a social media person that you will ever see. We've got a lot to go through here, so if you enjoy at any point, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you're not. It helps me out a lot, and I would love you back so we can cover more creeps. And trust me, with how social media is nowadays, there is no worries about that happening. Realistically, with Smart Schoolboy, he was something that came massively up almost instantly after a Nick Crawley video that got uploaded just over a year ago. And in this video, it goes on to cover some of the clearly weird instances of the way that this person, David London, is acting. And if you don't know who he is at this point, you need a little bit of a recap. So Smart Schoolboy is a mid-60s man at this point that since the 90s, genuinely since the 90s, he has been posting online on forums and also just being really weird in person as he likes to dress up as a schoolboy, or even in some instances, a schoolgirl. And he blasts on all this weird makeup, make himself look totally white out, and then do weird things with his tongue. He started all of this and has continued all of this in Doncaster, England, which is not far away from where I'm from, so I'm glad that I missed that.
Jake is doing the cardinal sin of being a person on the internet of saying where the fuck is even close to where you live. Fuck it. I keep trying to baby everyone. Eventually you gotta let them out the nest to break their own necks. Fuck it. I can't fix it. And would I if I could I? Probably not, honestly. I kind of just want to play video games.
Chapter. But of course, there is a very dark side to it all, including the way that he would converse with minors, messaging them, complimenting them, even some sort of sexual improclivities. He was very terrible with his actions. And just with awareness of it all, like if you go and see someone like that in person, you would shit bricks and think, who the f is this? And he became such a danger after all of this notoriety that he got, even after the years of loads of people in Doncaster knowing about him, that all of the schools started mentioning to not go anywhere near this person. Which, I mean, when you've got to get to that point, I think you're a bit tapped in the head. Clearly a very inappropriate person, and of course it just gets worse. Because, for example, he'd start stealing photos of actual school children and create his own TikTok or Instagram or anything like that sort of personalities around this child. AI generating or some form of that and putting it through a filter and then having it as kind of like his alter ego. And it's worth noting that these accounts, these sock puppet accounts, there are genuinely tens of them at this point. Unfortunately, not a lot of them are actually entirely confirmed, but this is where all of the drama and scandal comes from it, because it is just such a slippery slope. There is so much that pedals into it. And people with Smart Schoolboy I've always wondered, well, is this something that he does for sexual gratification? And in my opinion, I feel like he does. Because why else are you going around these sites looking for minors? It's a bit of an obvious one, isn't it? But also that he loves the attention of being degraded in a sense, being called a pervert, being called a freak and a weirdo. And it would explain why consistently over the course of 30 years, he has done all of this. So as I said, everyone was talking about him on social media, but probably around 6 months ago, ago, he went silent and people stopped caring. Maybe not necessarily caring, but just not seeing anything about him because it was just getting so weird. With the virality of the situation, just adding on top of it more, where it became such a circle of just nuggets of information that were unable to be brought together concisely, to the point where actually the Reddit, the main place that people were funneling all of this information, shut down. With the creator of the Reddit saying that there hasn't been solid evidence of Smart Schoolboy for over a year and it's just flooded with accounts which are obviously fake. No real explanation, but I'd say the case is over. Thank you for all joining. Obviously the Reddit moderator just gave up because of the amount of trolls and everyone getting involved. But today in this video, we're not only going to show how Smart Schoolboy 9 is just still going, but also that there's loads of situations that are just getting even weirder with him, getting to the question of how are we actually going to tackle this. But first, like some of the most recent stuff that you've seen, just so if you still don't know who this person is, you can get an idea of how weird they are, it's videos like this.
It is the year 2025. I'm a schoolboy, a child of school age, despite what you might have heard, particularly in scam documentaries about me and other children.
Just imagine, right, you're a 60-year-old man in the year of 2025 and you posted stuff like this on social.
I really needed the railgun. Just so I could plug those bastards out of the sky. Just because they don't deserve life. Just because fuck those dudes. Just because they're assholes.
Media for attention. It must be a sad, controversial and weird life, but I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, innit? And I guess the type of stuff that we all put on social media about Smart Schoolboy is wrong because, yeah, he's saying he's a child, so we'll accept it at fact, even though there is mountains of evidence that prove otherwise.
I cannot say much more at the moment, but I'd like to assure you that I really am a schoolboy. I make all this effort with my school uniform and school mini boots. They're quite popular, and thank you for those.
The way he says thank you for those makes me think that someone has gone and sent them him, which, why? Despite all of the stuff that you'll see here and everything that's been on in the past, there is definitely quite a few people that do stand up for him. But you've also, in that experience, got to discern the difference between which is him and which is anyone else, because there is so many sock puppet accounts about him, really adding confusion to what he actually is.
Other schoolboys of age 9, 10, 11 that are popularising these school boots that I've got on. Stay safe, because people will lie about you. They will tell lies. But I am a schoolboy, and so that's all for now.
Yeah, you definitely are a schoolboy, aren't you? Maybe gone on one of the roughest paper rounds in history. It's like a schoolboy that's been working in a Victorian fucking workshop for the past 10 years. But there you go, as recent as just a couple of months ago, posting things like that. And we definitely do get much more recent. Obviously, everything about him is creepy, and there has to be some very sinister mental health implications there to be suffering like this. To roleplay as a child, and to roleplay as a child in multiple instances, specifically around school. I don't know about you, but it's not looking very smart, is it? As I said, this case did get massive, and everyone was talking about it on social media at one point, to the actual existence of all of this new information that came out about him, including as well his previous address, which, if you don't remember, all of the internet sleuths ended up going online and trying to find out where this person actually lives. And when they did, they found the house. But in a weird case of circumstances, it is now, you know, empty, and it's had stuff thrown in it, so it's been boarded up. The windows are smashed, and everyone is just trying to get into the vandalism because of the damage that this person is causing. And as this got bigger and bigger, it did really centralise down to the point, because it was in Doncaster, which is not a massive city at all in England. So because of that, a lot of people have had experiences with him in the past, such as these here, which are showing what he was like years and years before all of this stuff actually gets notoriety. When I worked at the Doncaster Library years ago, he used to send letters with strange requests, as he wasn't allowed on the internet. He also wasn't allowed in the library itself. Apparently, it's usually a thing. They had me handle it once. It was very creepy, asking for a picture of celebrity children and directions to clothing stores for children. We would only...
Oh, sounds like Daniel Larson. Not Daniel Larson. Sounds like oh my gosh. No, I didn't get that wrong. Does sound like some Daniel Larson shit. Wonder how Grace Vanderwall is doing. Let me blow something up and I got you. Fuck.
Reply with answers to questions that weren't creepy, like the directions to a pub. I spoke to a manager about this and they didn't care. Turns out it believes he is a small child, but who knows what's actually going on. This was around 9 years ago. Like, it does look like everyone has had a certain experience of weirdness with him, and the ambiguity of what's actually said in there does make you question what is actually going on, and how is people just saying, oh yeah, it's just a bit weird. I know we used to handle these sort of things differently in the past, but there must have been something dodgy that he did end up doing in the library without internet that has led to this. And also for asking for pictures of celebrity children and also where to go find them, it tells you everything about the type of desires that he has by doing what he's doing. In this post...
Well, it sure makes a gal think. So there is that fucking much. Yeah, fucking pretty fucking much, right? Oh, that was not a fucking... That was not an enemy. That was a friendly... Oops.
As well, someone called Lindsay Lane pops up, who is supposedly what people would say is another one of Smart Schoolboy 9's burner accounts. Say David did not have internet at his home and he's not the person mentioned by the anonymous person. No library staff are even permitted to lie about customers. They can't lie, they're never lying, so this is not true, but they didn't say that it's not true. And as we'll get into this later with this Lindsay, it does look like it probably is them, and this is very recent, as I said 1 day ago talking about this. But is it him? Isn't it? You just can't tell because there's so many unraveling roads here. As I said, he's also known for doing the AI generated sort of art weirdness that he's got going on there, such as this one related to another one of his burner accounts with Truthsticks11 with keys to childhood leadership in unusual weather, where he goes on to do a really weird talk about like flooding and what, me wearing my burgundy leadership school blazer. Like, you're really not helping the file allegations with this sort of stuff, are you? And he definitely uses an age regression aspect with all of this, like you saw in the video earlier, and then also here, saying at the bottom, doing things for free is often rewarding. I received cheese sandwiches from a cool shop. At least he got his cheese sandwiches. We can all go to bed happy tonight because of that. And then another anonymous person came up and mentioned around the situation as well, showing once again what his true actions and thoughts are about. Yes, not seen him in ages. I worked at Littlewoods, and when he used to come down and want to try on schoolboy clothes, he would get quite aggressive if you even suggested they were not fit. He loved any attention, good or bad, very freaky. Also that their daughter worked in an optician's in town, and he used to go in and insist on children's glasses. Like, I'm not gonna lie, even if you're doing a bit of dress up in a weird way, in a very weird way, why are you going to get children's glasses? Because the size of your head is humongous. All of that massive head and not enough brain activity to sort out your own problems, innit? But it isn't what a lot of people have been thinking, is that it is a form of he just wants the attention, which is why he is consistently coming back to the internet and can't leave, and especially with what's happened recently with the blow off top that he had. He's faded a little bit into darkness and he wants that attention to come back, which is why I imagine he's doing some of the stuff that we'll cover now. It also is definitely some form of sexual gratification to him for him to go through these things. For example, here in just a random comment section, David London, one of his alt accounts, saying you're horny about it. I doubt that anyone is horny about the sort of stuff that he's putting himself into, I will promise you that. And then also with his recent stuff, there is multiple channels that have popped up on YouTube around him, but this is where the problem of the internet sleuths and issues come from, because can you actually tell if this is him or not?
Hi there, how are you? It is summer in the year 2025. I'm the official Smart Schoolboy 9. I'm a proper child, a schoolboy. I'm 9 years of age. Despite what you might have heard from perverts and there were bogus versions made of my Insta account.
There were bogus versions made of my Insta. Bro, you fucking made all the fuck. Oh my gosh. Bro, there's just sometimes, I guess maybe when some people open their mouths, I just don't trust the words they say. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't know. Probably I'm an asshole. That's what I'm gonna go with. Let's just assume I'm an asshole, because that makes the most sense to me. And I relate the most to it. I'll take that L. I'll take that fucking L with glee. Any fucking ways. I don't believe it was bogus. I believe it was his. But let's see. Let's see what this bitch has to see. Oh, just literally turn it the whole way around. Nice. Ooh, it is right next to it. Nice.
And
go.
bogus versions made by those unscrupulous people.
It's just so weird and dystopian from him, isn't it? It's just not right, the way that he speaks, his inflections, all of the different types of effects that he puts on. It's just odd. Like, no wonder everyone on the internet was talking about this, because it just really gets weirder the longer that you see the stuff. But the most weirdest and recent thing that we have been seeing with Smart Schoolboy is actually Smart Schoolgirl 9, which is a YouTube channel with about 800 subscribers, who has been consistently over the past months posting new and very odd things around this situation in a very similar manner to David and the way that he would speak and talk. And these are definitely David's actual stuff that he's promoting. But also the question has been, is this actually him? Because a lot of people have also been saying that this is not him, someone else is posting for him. Like in this screenshot here, they get asked directly, are you Smart Schoolboy 9? And the reply, I am a girl, as in a joyous girl. Yeah, I'm sure about that.
I mean, everybody has their match somewhere, somehow, someway, someday. So, I mean, it's not too fucking beyond us to believe that maybe Smart Schoolboy 9 did meet some broad that's like, yeah, let's go be fucking wickedly inappropriate together. Not great, but I could see it. Can I just, like, grenade this to get through? That seems more reasonable than whatever the fuck I'm doing. Shit, I have to reload, and this is the worst time ever. Okay, cool. Welp. That was fine. Hey, grenade worked. Passage. Free safe passage. Doodly-doo.
You don't deny it, and the reason that this hasn't been denied is because it probably is him, and he loves the attention that comes from all of the mystique around his actions. And there's also another very consistent theme in what you see as well with him, in that when he does talk about himself, he loves to defend it, adding even more credence to the idea that he is this account. Such as, made a comment trying to promote yourself because you're jealous of that boy, he's just a kid, and you don't know his name, you choose a random name. And also, the bottom with the girl whose page is maybe deleted your comment because you made creepy comments about a young boy. I think the only one that's making creepy comments about it is you. But what's really weird with this channel as well is that it does post content, but it also gets silenced and taken off every single couple of weeks. So we just keep getting new videos that are being fed that are then disappearing off the face of the earth. These include things such as these brilliant harmonic vocals that he does.
Mr. Bow, a boy calls perfect.
Which, yeah, at the age of 60, I think you need to put that singing talent down. I don't think it's going to be getting any better for you, David. Then also with these really weird videos that are about, like, him being... this one here, Mr. Bond.
Mr. Bow.
8 left for Immortal.
And I think the thing that really confuses me and a lot of people is that this stuff looks like a spoof, genuinely. Like, it is just ridiculous, like, some of the things that you see in it. Like, is it an impersonator? Maybe. I don't know. But it definitely looks like it could be him. With all of the stuff that is coming out on this channel as well, having his voice and his different inflections and his different accents that he has for all the different people that he trends to be, changing his appearance, his thought process, everything like that in the space of a week, just trying to get attention, I feel. But he's also just consistently creepy, and also something that you can definitely see him doing when you know what he's like.
Behind you.
And the biggest thing that I did see from this Smart Schoolgirl channel is actually this one here, where someone commented saying this is definitely David, because I found out that in one of the videos there is Samsung emojis, and he also uses a Samsung A20, which actually would be a massive zinger if half the world didn't use the Samsung phone as well. But anyway, there is thriving and vibing going on in this situation, such as in the description of this saying, Creepy David attempts comedy.
The New York Hour. The New York Knows It Better Hour. The New Jersey Hour. Did you know this was produced by a British producer hour?
Is this the real Smart Schoolboy 9 voice? Like, the fucking raspy one? No shame to raspy people. I mean, like, shout the fuck out. Hope y'all are doing well out there. But I'm just, like, curious as fuck, honestly. I'm dropping an extra railgun in case we get, like, a fucking bombing run against us. Because fucking heavens to Betsy knows. Those like to fuck us up a little bit. Okay, you're good. There we go. Mortar will be up soon, which I think sounds very nice. Where the fuck? Oh, there the fuck.
None of his jokes are funny, and he doesn't sound great, but it's just another loophole, in it, and you're just going to consistently drag yourself into it. As I also said with David, he has loads of sock puppet accounts which do feed stuff into the void. He can dress up as a new person, he can pretend to be a smart schoolgirl, and one of the examples in the past was Joanne Tang. And Rooster, a YouTuber who posted a video on Smart Schoolboy, which is also the inspiration to this one, a couple of days ago, actually got involved with someone called Unscrupulous Person, which we will get through later, who had new info and explanations for one specific case on Joanne Tang, who is here.
Yeah, hi.
No, too tight.
I'm Joanne Tang. I'm 13. I hope you enjoy these pictures.
It is just so creepy, innit? There's no other way of putting it around than that. But as it turned out, from all of this, from deleted TikToks, there is able to be seen proof that he did take this photo of this Joanne Tang from an actual schoolgirl, and the schoolgirl came out and responded at the time, but it has since been deleted.
So my pictures, my videos were edited onto half-naked girls, like, as well as I think he used that account to talk to other kids. For reference, obviously that's my face and my school uniform, and here's my face again, AI'd and massively edited onto that really disturbing picture of a child. And again, this whole account, you know, there's me again, anything, any information, any screenshots, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Just an absolutely mental instance, innit? And as she says, she thinks it was to be used as a vassal to go and message children. I couldn't imagine being in this position and having this sort of stuff taken away from me when I was a child, or even when I'm older and I see things like that. It is actually criminal. And it's so surprising that this sort of stuff did just get swept under the rug a little bit and police haven't got involved. As I said in the past, there is multiple instances of him taking photos from people and then AI generating it in forward, but Joanne Tang is this person. And as I said, it got deleted and pushed under the rug, but this is something that is very new that has only just come out through Rooster's video. And of course, his similar antics just keep continuing forward, and there is so much more that is being posted and shown from the past, which just make him look even weirder. For example, in this one here, it's an email of saying, well, you need to go to the hospital, David, and him showing a stubbed toe. I'm not sure why he's screenshotting a messenger app and then showing a dirty stubbed toe, but that does not look like a boy's toe. If he's trying to become the, you know, this schoolboy that he thinks and wants to be, I think you need to change that act up because it's not looking great. Also being supremely weird, as always, in the comments, with Joyous Girl getting that tongue thing you do is wild, bro, you crazy man. With him replying, you say that to all the girls, not clever. Taking it as like some sort of a flirt, which, I mean, I can't get that. I don't think I'm going to be hearing that and getting that kind of vibe from it. It's a bit different, but it is a deliberate attempt to try and get that attention back that he wants. One problem that I do have with this whole Smart Schoolboy thing is the internet vigilantes that do go around and try to just make things confusing and weirder in this whole mess. Because as I said, it all runs off screenshots, really weird videos from really weird channels. It's just a mess. And for example here, there's one instance where someone is asking about this certain Emily Watson, asking, well, is this him? Is this going to be him again? With someone replying saying,
thank you for games. Appreciate ya. Always wishing you the fucking best.
No, it's someone trying to bait David. He's a fan of Emma Watson. And fair enough, if he wants to be a fan of Emma Watson, he can be. Coincidentally...
No, he is not allowed to be a fan of Emma Watson. I don't know who the fuck Emma Watson is, but I'm just saying fucking no. No, he fucking can't. He can go be a fan of somebody the fuck else. Fuck him. Pick someone else. Who the fuck is Emma Watson? I don't follow celebrity. I find it very boring. And honestly, the people who find celebrity in others and give a fuck about it, I also find them kind of annoying too. I'm really just a piece of shit.
It's also one of the people that I get compared to the most of who I look like, which I'm not complaining, it's just a bit of an odd one. Since when did she have a full fringe? But like, why are you trying to bait him out in these sort of avenues? I don't understand it. I can get to an extent about spreading awareness at like what's happening right here in this video, but to the point of creating fake aliases like he's doing, and then also being very descriptive and cryptic with what you do as well. Just so confusing, and I don't get why people do it. And I do think to an extent the internet has somewhat ruined this case because they've made it so hard to navigate through. Like, it is suspected and thought that Lindsay Lane, here, is actually him. You're all effing C words of Satan. The military is aware and removing...
Lol, we're all effing C words of Satan. That is honestly kind of based. I like being called that. I mean... even if he's not a nonce and a fucking pedo, he is at the very least some dude who tries to like pantomime his children and misappropriates photos of children that get uploaded to the internet, and he uses them to LARP as a child while trying to normalize like saying messages like stay safe. He's a grown-ass man who's gone and tried well out of his way to pretend to be a child using photos of children. So I don't know if he's a pedo. But I do know that that's fucking weird. The kids can't say, it's not fine to use my photo, because if they do, he doesn't fucking listen, you know? So, I mean, I don't give a... like, if we find out that he is, full on, okay, I'll shit on him harder. But presently, it looks more like he's just a dude who wants to LARP, and his LARPing is fucking obnoxious, and he doesn't seem to give a fuck that his LARPing is fucking obnoxious, you know? Like, maybe he is, maybe he's not. But for sure as fuck, you know what the fuck he is. A dude that tries to normalize his fucking behavior. That's what the fuck he is. He's a dude who tries to make it normal in his world to fucking take photos of kids that never get to say they are down with it or not. And when they beg him to take it offline, and by the way, they're kids, they can't really say they want to, and like, no, that's bullshit. But like, anyways, so he then also refuses to take shit down when he gets busted for it and people get miffed and moldy. So, I mean, at no point is he not just a dickhead. Like, he's a lot of things. I don't know if pedo's one we can call him. We can definitely call him a dickhead. And we can definitely call him an inappropriate fucking shit caboodle. We can definitely call him a fucking asshole. I literally don't know if pedo's an appropriate stretch. I think he's just literally all of those separate things I just called him. And that's just too easy to bunch up under him, because he might try to come after us, bro. He might try to say that we're being shitheads, bro. He might try to be like, oh, well, these people called me a bad word and come after us, bro. We don't want that shit. Fuck him. Fuck this man. Fuck his time. Fuck his efforts. Fuck the shit he likes. Fuck what he aspires to do. Fuck him. Just fuck him hard. Don't literally. Knowing him, he'd probably like want you to fucking picture him as a child. So if anything, it seems more like he's one of those age play people from the outset. Like, I don't fucking know, but it does seem like he might be one of those fucking age play people. Like, a lot of times they just want to be viewed as the youth. Fuck knows why. Like, people who go through actual fucking disassociation and regression experience amnesia during it and deserve protection, and also shouldn't be allowed on the internet when they are going through those states. But this man, on the other hand, no, he goes out of his way to LARP, and his LARPing is fucking gross. So, I don't know. Nuance for what it is. I mean, it's not as fun and quick and easy to say as just calling the man a pedo. But first off, he'll probably burn our stream down. Secondly, I really don't care about the stream. Tertiarily, I feel like it's not an appropriate jump to make to. And I feel like we have to actually call him for every fucked up thing he does. There's not really a basically with a lot of motherfuckers. Like, sadly. Or maybe that's just me, where I'm like, there's not really a basically. There's no codified basically we can use. But maybe there is, but honestly, for this one, I think he's an age play weirdo dude that is fucking inappropriate, uploads photos of children, doctored and otherwise, pretending to be them, and tries to say it's fine and okay. You know, litany of shit, not just one thing. And it's not simple to bunch up, and unfortunately, I'm not trying to say that he's not done Nazi shit, but I don't recall offhand if he's done Nazi shit. I know that he's been banned from places, like public places where there are computers. I know that that's weird and a bit, like, easy to set us the fuck off. But I don't know. Fucking no.
Deep state trolls do not persist with the sexual remarks about educated gents. I'm glad that he is still defending himself on another burner account. But like, there we go. Is it a burner account? As we said, there's multiple things there that do make you think that it is David, but how do we possibly know this? What we do know is he's a creep and he keeps getting weirder with everything, doesn't he? And now this is the point of the video when we go to Unscrupulous Person. Unscrupulous Person is a TikTok account which tries to spread awareness around David, Smart Schoolboy 9. And continuously, since the time has dropped off and people have stopped looking at it, she keeps posting and spreading awareness around...
I mean, again, you are asking, homie, you are asking the same bitch that when you were like, Hassan's a big baby, I was like, no, he's a defamer and inappropriate, and I went off on a litany of things that I could directly ascribe to him. So like, whenever you ask what someone is basically, please remember, you're also talking to a nuanced pilled shithead that refuses to fucking like let people get a simple aggregate thing under them that they can just flee with one word and likes to think that what you ought to do is drag them for the litany of shit that they do regularly. So they can't just be like, well, I'm not this one thing. I'm not evil. Here's proof. I donated money to an old lady. Okay, well, don't call people evil then. Just be like, hey, you're an inappropriate shithead. You do X and Y and Z. Also fuck you. Also fuck you. Also fuck you. And I think that's more effective anyway. I think that actually gets the effect we want. But I'm just making sure you know this, so when you ask questions like that, you'll remember that I am the shithead that possibly would rather fucking die for nuance than live for simplicity. Just trying to remind you to be safe. And tell me to shut up if you want me to. And tell me that I'm a dumbass if you want me to hear it. And call me a shithead if you want. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. Just so we're clear. Just making sure you know where you can toss some blame if you want to, you know? I think it's good for you to be able to know where to kick some blame if you don't like a motherfucker. Like me. I'm fucking horrendous. Ooh, what's out here? Wait, what's the one that we need for the thingy? Mox? What the fuck is Mox? What the fuck is Mox, bro? Ooh, ba-ra-ba-ba-ba. Ba-rum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Well, there's Valmox, but that's not just Mox. You'd think that there's New Stockholm. I mean, I'm going there, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'll just look around here. I mean, maybe it's gonna be not an evacuate the fucking colonists mission. Not to say that I don't want to evacuate the colonists or do a fucking exfiltration of some bullshit that I don't want to fucking deal with. But I know that I fuck ass at those, and I kind of just, if I can avoid them, if I can not do it, if I don't have to evacuate colonists, and I don't have to fucking evacuate a high value, fuck it, I'm gonna scrub the evacuate high value asset one and the colonist one. Like, I'm still kind of a noob to game mechanics, so it's especially easy for me to like righteously rip my ass through those. I'm still learning where to look on the screen. I'm still kind of a noob. The 23 levels, I did it in 2 bursts of playing the game in bursts. So I'm kind of dumb as rocks. So whatever. Wait, is this called Blacksmith? Bro, Andre of Astora? Alright, fuck it, Andre of Astora, let's fucking go. It better have said Blacksmith, because if it said shit else, I'm leaving when I get there. Andre, Andre, Andre.
Found him. Because one thing that we do know from all of the information that I've shown is that he is still there. He's still out there and doing the exact same things he was before. And in the Rooster video, which I will link below and you should watch after this, Unscrupulous Person has an interview around certain sock puppet accounts which have been interacting with the account which is suggested to be David. And it is, once again, just a weirder loophole.
David has been interacting with the account, I would say, for about 5-6 months. The bigger it got, the more he interacted. Get around 10-20 comments from him a day. The two accounts that he portrays on TikTok, one of them is a Jamaican child, I believe, from the language that he chooses to use, Vicky Soul. The profile picture is Peas, which I can link to Peace, another one of his accounts. And then we've got another young schoolgirl on the No Pervs Allowed account who is acting as just like his main alias, Stephanie.
Like, what I got from this is that it's definitely the case that there has been just an attempt to get attention in any way that he can from her. She's spreading awareness, she's trying to knock him down a peg and actually get action and justice for what he is doing online by being a creep, by messaging children, by to the even point of getting CSAM, apparently. Which, if you don't know what that is, don't Google it. But he loves when the spotlight's on him, and he loves that people can see what he truly wants to be, which is that smart schoolboy.
People ask me all the time, why after a year am I still chasing the case? And the short answer to that is, so people are aware. I just want children online to stay safe. I want families to know what's going on. People have made David a walking, talking joke, but from my point of view, if this was my kid, my sister, my brother, my niece, who is being targeted by David, you know, David was editing photos of them, I would be absolutely horrified.
And that's the main and really good point from this entire conversation, is that, yeah, you can understand that it's dropped off in a sense, but he is still there and he's still battling his own corner being a creep. It's important that we talk about these things. It's important that we keep it going, because that's the only way that you're going to get any form of action around everything that he's doing.
And to be fair, he hid well enough that my bitch ass, who's like occasionally plugged into weird, inappropriate internet people being weird and inappropriate, didn't know about his ass. I thought he'd fucking gone off and scrubbed out. All to find out this man is still being himself. I'm gonna open this again and put a mortar behind it. I feel like that's the wise idea. Just like a nice central mortar. Just for me. Autocannon in front, mortar next to it to save it. Mortar there. Close that door. And close all the other doors, because those doors are important, my whores. Ooh, machine gun. Free machine gun. Ooh, hell yes. I'm not really calling you all whores, but if I were to do such a thing, I'd do it louder. I'd do it much louder. There, pretty far out. Close one door, close other door. Close the door between my legs.
Want justice, and people also want others to know that, well, your safety of your children on the internet could be at harm because of someone like this.
This man is literally taking pictures from school websites, TikTok, Instagram, editing them and then posting them around like social media. You've got pictures of edited kids that are kid, and it's like he's handing them around like it's a picture of a fucking dog. Like it's cheese pizza, it's not.
Exactly that. There are multiple instances of him taking photos of children and then AI generating them into his own little fantasies, and it's very grim and weird. And you can only imagine that was your brother, that was your child. If they had to suffer something like that, it would send you into a spiral. It's not just the case of Smart Schoolboy 9 being a weirdo on the internet, it's the way that he's actually conversing with it and also manipulating the conversations, and his utter need for attention.
Another thing that I want to talk about is Lindsay Lane on Facebook. Lindsay Lane is one of his new aliases, might I say, who he poses as on Facebook. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really check up on the Facebook group, it's full of shit. But I have seen a few comments and posts that Lindsay Lane has made. I'm just going to finish off by saying that any other person who would be caught doing this would vanish off the face of the earth. They would not stay on social media. But this is what people need to understand. When people say to him, you're a pedophile, he enjoys that probably. That's what I think anyway.
So if Unscrupulous Person has done their stuff right, like Lindsay Lane is part of Smart Schoolboy 9. It is David. And if it is David, it shows exactly that he is still still online and still interacting because he likes the attention that he gets. And you'll see screenshots like this saying, if you seriously think you are chatting to David or the impersonator, then you need a help bath job life. Try those, refresh yourself instead of pretending to be on any conversation with someone I'm not. But also, all the hallmark signs are there to show that this probably is David, and it is the weight of the persistence of what they're doing as well by chatting every single day in this Facebook group page. That adds to the idea that, well, there's surely no one that is as big of a dick rider as this person here. Also, replying to someone saying that there's an investigation, Lindsay Lane said, Sophie Clare noticed that attitude in you, and I've noticed many in an offender. However, being professional female means exactly that. I comment in precise and uncompromising factual language without resorting to vulgarity and disrespectful remarks. Genuinely speaking, like it's ChatGPT written, like what is that? It's just saying way too many words for the sake of it. But it does. This what it looks like. The way that he is conversing is exactly what you think it would be. So I do think that Lindsay is also Smart Schoolboy 9. I really do. But even if you get rid of that with the Joyous Girl YouTube channel, which is posting new content, which is specifically new and not being shown before, you come into a conclusion that this person is there, this person has always been there, and they will be there for the future until someone gets involved and stops it at its foot. Smart Schoolboy 9 is one of the weirdest rabbit holes that you can ever go down, and it only leads one way. And that one way is one of absolute regret for even going down it. It's clear to see that we have a very mentally deranged individual that is continuously terrorizing people on the internet. And with all of the schools coming out and saying, please don't go near him, it's showing how actually damaging he can be. And I don't know how, unless police intervention comes in, we need to make sure that Smart Schoolboy 9 stops. Because the actions that you're seeing should have consequences, and it's a terrible state of affairs to see. What do you lot think? Let me know in the comments, but for now, I've been Jake Baz, and I will see you all later. Take care.
Jakety, jakety, jakety. Okay, this is a video called Cute Cuttlefish Baby Nature. I added it because I like cuttlefish. Honestly, cephalopods are pretty cool. As much as I scream things like, I hate people, I would never say I hate cephalopods, bro. So, I don't know. Maybe question why I'm killing squids and helldivers or something, but, you know, shout out cephalopods. Love ya, wish the best for ya. Always wishing you the best, my dear beautiful cephs. What, they're cute. I like them. They don't piss me off. They're sweet. They're adorable. They make me a happy gal. They exist, and I feel like we're better for it. We are better for it. Just because cephalopods are present, we're better as a people, as a group, as a set of species with a complex ecosystem. We're better because we have cephs. Well, I kind of called that. Oh well, evac time. I didn't expect we weren't gonna die. I just expect that this part's gonna be funny. Okay, maybe not as funny. It'll be funny. Who am I kidding? Yeah, it'll be funny as piss. Let's fucking go. Get rocked. This boar's out here smoking a cigarette by the side. Doesn't even give a fuck. What a homie.
These people aren't like fascists. They are fascists. So at this point, I don't want to hear it.
I need to timestamp this. It's Think Before You Sleep, which I think we're going to think about Think Before We Sleep before we go to sleep. I know, short stream. I said this at the start of the first one, not the second one, because I'm only halfway efficacious. But reason being, there's stuff I want to do. So I have nerd shit to do. There's like a server on my desk right now, and it needs love and affection and, you know, to be wrapped up in hugs and shit. Which is really important to do, honestly. Like, if you don't take care of hardware in your home, then the hardware won't take care of you anywhere. I think I'm at the wrong side. I was not about to say I think I'm at the wrong side. I was about to say, I think it's this side. No, it's not. Ooh, RB, no, grenade launcher. Same diff. Good enough. I was gonna bomb our own shit, because I'm really bad at this, like, type of mission, and I give, like, about 1/4 of an eighth of a tenth of a fuck. Yump! Well, I was gonna try to dolphin dive and say treat it like it's Dark Souls, since I already called random shit Andre of Astora. Bro, he's my favorite character. He's such a good guy. Mr. Andre of Astora. Mr. Andre of Astora, more like it. Everybody wants to give up the booty for Andre, bro. Andre of Astora. Everyone wants to fucking spread their cheeks and let him in. Catholic poop hole loophole. Anyway, oh, timestamp that shit before I get carried away. Quappy. Go here. Do that. Do the damn thing. Alright, I'm getting enough Helldivers for now. After stream, I'm going to be on Night Rain, and no, it's not an invite for anyone to join me. I don't want to play games with humans half the days. I just want to play it against the NPCs and win. And or lose more. I'll probably be back to, like, the level 1 Dark Souls 2 run shortly. I just kind of need to get this out of my system. It's been, like, you know, a hoot and holler.
Talk from Republicans about, oh, no, guys, we just have... These people aren't like fascists. They are fascists. So at this point, I don't want to hear any talk from Republicans about, oh, no, guys, we just have simple disagreements.
Like, I wouldn't say that everyone on the left or right is anything, because that seems remarkably irresponsible, lazy, and terse. But I would say that this man in particular does try to run his shit like fascism.
Republicans are ugly.
He's demonizing and dehumanizing folks that he doesn't like. He starts to refer to them as things that are denigrating as a group. He just, yeah, no, bro. When you start doing that to a group, I'd say you're hitting more in line with it than anything else that's gone on in recent fucking history. Not that he is necessarily, but it's more easy to say, and it's, see how easy it is to be lazy? He's not exactly, but he is using rhetoric that falls more in line with it than most folks I know that do anything. That is Hassan's uncle. Yes, it is. The video is called How the Left Became Violent. Because ever since 2016, we've seen a fucking rise in violence from folks that deem themselves to be on the left and a like resurgence, a fall off of people who deem themselves to be on the right. Conversely, we've also seen higher conviction rates for people that are considered to be on the right as opposed to people that are considered to be on the left. We've seen dismissal rates ranging to about 95 to 90% for folks that have been considered to be on the left, as to where we'll see dismissal rates of under 1% for people that are perceived to be on the left. The right, sorry. So, you know, it's really shit. And a lot of this does come down to prosecutorial patterns and a lot of crimes that are otherwise considered serious being just dropped as charges, rather. Oh, hold on. Don't worry, I got deets. I'm like literally prepared for this. This is not something I'm finished with. This is something I've just got started with. But the rest of it's going to be reading like rural police discourse. Because sometimes they have like little police newspapers in town and more suburban data, which is harder to get than big city data. TLDR, crime databases are fundamentally fucked because, well, unfortunately, you can't rely on them because they misclassify people just out of ease, and they'll go against the espousals of the people they're classifying. It's very lazy, very unhelpful. Again, Mike Schmidt, Portland, dope, not dope. 90% of protest charges got declined, and it's not protesting that's the crime. It's when you strap a crime onto protesting. It's so when you start doing shit like resisting arrest, marijuana possession, prostitution, trespassing, disorderly conduct, obstruction, minor property damage, fare evasion, and quality of life crimes that you start to see a problem. So again, failure to disperse, unlawful assembly, because you have the right to lawful assembly 100 times over, but not unlawful assembly, noise violations, permit violations, and blocking traffic being my most upsetty spaghetti one. That's the one that absolutely pisses me the fuck off. So, you know, if anything, yeah, the left became violent. The left found a way to like avoid prosecution when it's rightful to have it. Folks on the right have had a reduction in violence. There's been one dude on the right who said that he was on the right, who did one violent fucking thing this year, as opposed to like now several years of people getting dragged into crowds, jumped by crowds, and a lot of other nonsense involving people getting beaten, pepper sprayed, hit on sight, threats against their families, threats against their wives, children, etc. So their workplace is being harassed until they just leave. So yeah, no, it's not incorrect. I mean, if you want my notes, I've brought them up 1,000 times. I'm not done yet. And I'm not on the left or the right. I'm a nuance-pilled bitch that thinks that partisanship is bullshit, and the DNC is lazy, and that fucking the RNC also pulls some lazy shit, but their lazy, reductive shit usually falls into energy infrastructure, and though it annoys me, at least it's not the leaders of the RNC, like, propping up violence against people. The leaders of the DNC are doing that. The leaders of the RNC are just fucking ignoring better energy options that allow the United States to be the biggest exporter of nuclear fusion component. Because we have Palo Alto labs that can just shit this thing out for free. You use a little fusion component. You now produce your own fusion component. This is the most expensive fuel we could sell. Fuck waiting on oil. Like, yeah, Mr. Trump, keep your tanker. But also, we just, like, have been sleeping on the biggest fucking possible export known to humankind to this date. Like, y'all, this shit is so expensive, and we have the facility to just make it and export it for free. Like, I'm not even, like, you spin up of the shit to make it. We already have a few fucking facilities that already can. One that makes fuel can now supply fuel for 10 that need it. So energy grid could be revamped to use nuclear fusion in a heartbeat, not fission. Fission's what people are mostly scared of. And so the RNC shuts this down. Annoys me. DNC perpetuates harm and violence against people on the fucking right. Don't like them. And again, that's the DNC leaders, such as AOC and Mr. Bernie Sanders. And Mr. Bernie Sanders sits in the chair, like, lazily. Doesn't say a word, actually. So that's kind of on him. I mean, it's fine. I have images. Okay, cool. So here's Mr. Sanders looking at his lap, and here's AOC doing crowd work while talking on CNN. Everyone else on stage is looking at the stage shit. Mr. Sanders is reading, and then AOC is just, like, galing out. So, like, when I say the leaders of the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, so much in my life it says on the thing, yeah, pretty much. But, like, no, that's who I'm dogging on. It's not everybody. Just a couple people. Just a few people. Just a few. Everybody else, I mean, there have been people who stood out against the fucking generalizing bullshit, and I really respect that. I don't know their names offhand. There have been people who have refused to let this fucking thing go on without criticism and critique in the DNC, and I really do appreciate and respect them. I think they're pretty dope. And yeah, now we're just here. So let's go watch Think Before You Sleep cover one of my favorite topics right now, which is why a bunch of my fucking, a segment of my 8.5 billion beautiful cohorts are being shitheads, shit clowns, and should probably be in jail. Let's go.
They're immoral and they're fascist. I don't want to hear any talk from Republicans about, oh no, guys, we just have simple disagreements. Republicans are ugly, they're immoral, and they're fascist.
Yeah, so see, him saying that Republicans are ugly, immoral, and fascist is why I'm so pissed. It's the DNC perpetuating this that is why I'm so pissed. Like, I got friends on the left, I got friends on the right. I call them both partisan fucking bootlicker, fucking chin swabbing, fucking cum guzzlers all the time. It's fine. I love them dearly. I vote for people depending on, like, I'm a split ticket voter. I vote depending on what you're qualified for and applying for. Me reaching across the aisle is me engaging with any of the partisan bullshit. So I get the best head pats for reaching across the aisle because not just can I find and not gaslight the people on the right and the left, but I also think that the fucking partisanship, so dividing yourself by right or left period, is a fucking ass show and a fucking joke and lazy and reductive and bullshit and not helpful. And so me even acknowledging them, it means I'm reaching across the aisle, and then I reach across their aisles too. So I'm like a double aisle reach acrosser. I'm basically giving them a reach around for the aisle, and they should definitely give me head pats because I could be a lot more fucking vicious to them, and I could just call them fucking all sorts of abhorrent things like troglodytes. I could really just go for calling them troglodytes more and still be less vicious than a lot of people. So I'm going to call this man a troglodyte.
I don't want anything to do with them. That's they're from Republicans about, oh no, fascists. So at this point, I don't want to hear any talk from Republicans about, oh no, guys, we just have simple disagreements. Republicans are ugly, they're immoral, and they're fascist. I don't want anything to do with them. That's the reality of what Republicans are today in America.
Well, there's so much mental masturbation in partisan politics. You expect there to be just like you'd expect a third aisle of just cream.
Well, that escalated quickly. Is he going to say why Republicans are fascist?
No, he's not going to justify it. He's just trying to stoke people into being violent. Why would he fucking explain his fucking beliefs when he can just say fucking trigger words and fucking set off the next Manchurian candidate? Duh.
He's just going to allude to some vague media story that people can't recognize anymore because it was too long ago. So basically, this is just a 1 minute short of the Young Turks owner and horse enthusiast, Cenk Uygur, calling his political opponents evil with no explanation. Is it any wonder why the modern left is becoming more and more a synonym for the word violence, especially after watching every reasonable person?
Also, by the way, so apparently this is like for bitches, that Proxmox is for bitches that don't want to fucking learn how to learn. That's really silly. I thought I would give it a read really quick because people were like hyping it up and I'm like, oh. But I just have been like doing virtualization since before it was cool. And I've never had a problem with that. So I think these people are pussies. And I stand there. I stand there hard. I'm never leaving it. People are pussies.
Person flee that party or get ousted for not being far left enough. But the way
also, Bernie was speaking out against the partisanship not even last November. So, like, I don't fucking know what you want. Like, he did try, and then he kind of just fucking sat there and, like, stared at his fucking lap for a while. So, I mean, I'm not trying to dog on him. Everything has cracks. That's how the light gets in. Struggling means you're learning. I guess I've throttled my affirmations. I guess they've began to rate limit me because I spam it sometimes during stream. Oh, this bitch. Someone asking how old I am. I think I answered with old as dust. I don't know why this one's in here. There's dupes of it. Yeah, there we go. What's this? What's this? Someone's chat. I don't know why the fuck this is here. Delete one of the copies. Fuck it. Get out of here. Deuces. Bye. All right, back to it. So, he's been able to speak out against it when he's on a podcast, but then when he goes to like prop himself up to support the DNC, then he doesn't. And like, honestly, like, bro, I feel like a lot of people who were Bernie bros get accused of being on the right, not because of their beliefs, but because it's easy for people to like try to just fucking minimize their fucking experience and reduce it into some bullshit sometimes too, by the way. Not that that's accurate or true. I just catch the vibe that that's the case. Rate limiting? Oh, it still hates me. Fuck. Rate limiting? Oh, it still hates me. Whatever.
Got here is not a mystery. In fact, I think a lot of the progression towards radicalism is...
Bro, little bro Bernie did rock the boat. That's the fucking thing, though. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. Like, he did rock the fucking boat just a few months ago. And then to see him do that, where he's just sitting there cupping his little fucking cock, waiting for AOC to fucking splooge in his asshole, that was a little weird. Because he was actually not tolerating people being fucking shitheads. And then he kind of took that fucking little submissive stance. It's weird. Right? It's fucking weird.
Quite intentional.
Whatever.
Speaking of the Young Turks, allow me to introduce you to former employee Jimmy Dore, telling the Young Turks audience to assault cops.
When you're around cops, right? You're like, oh, you want to be like...
Wait, this Jimmy Dore motherfucker told people to assault cops? Put him in jail. He's inciting violence. What the fuck is he free for? Put this man in fucking jail. He should not be free. I don't want people who try to incite violence, period, out in my fucking society. Like, honestly, just lock him the fuck up, bro. What the fuck are we doing? Put him in jail. That's a good song, right? Oasis? Oh, it's not playing this time. Fuck, man. Never mind. You know, never mind that never mind. You know what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna play it for you off of YouTube. Oasis from Stellar Blade soundtrack. We're just gonna get it. I'm not even fucking. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna loop it. We're gonna do it. It's good. Let's go. Loop this shit like a trooper. Yep, please. Bring it down a little bit. Check levels while it's coming up. Check later. What are our levels like here when it's vocals? Alright, drop it a bit more. There we go. GG, let's go.
compliant, right? But at the same time, if you don't know they're going to slam your head into a car or something, like you don't want to be so compliant.
Right.
Like, so when do I fight them? When do I give a little resistance?
I've watched enough body cam footage to know that almost every time someone's having a bad experience with the police is because they were violently resisting arrest after breaking the law. So his advice to be extra confrontational towards the police instead of being assertive and polite is going to get people killed. Now, in this specific case that Jimmy was talking about, the officer was in the wrong and self-defense would have been justified, but the issue here is that he applies this advice generally to police encounters.
I mean, here's the thing. Even when officers are oftentimes in the wrong, it does behoove you to just wait for the court to sort it out. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get instant gratification all the time. If your life is in at a very horrible fucking place and you might die, that I can have some excuse for. So Austin, America, 6:30 p.m. update. San Marcos Police Captain James Palmero's bail has been set at $25,000. He was charged with aggravated assault by a public servant on Tuesday after officials say he was, what is that, level-wise? We're good. After officials say he seriously injured a woman during an illegal arrest in late May. San Marcos Police Corporal is in custody after police say he injured a woman while illegally arresting her in late May, causing her to lose at least 2 teeth and suffer a concussion. Corporal James Angelo Palmero, 40, was booked at the Hayes County Jail and on a charge of aggravated assault by public servant, first-degree felony. Jail records show bail was not set as of Tuesday evening. Palmer, who was hired in 2000, also works in the department's patrol division, has been placed on unpaid administrative leave, officials said. Okay, so, like, I'm just curious. Was the teeth knocked out because she was resisting, even though it was a legal arrest? I'm not saying that makes it fine. I am just saying that this gives me a bit more credence when I say, maybe you just have to wait till court. Like, if it's fucked up, get them to court. It doesn't fucking make it worse. Maybe they don't get fired. Maybe they don't lose their job for an illegal arrest. Maybe you do keep your teeth. But I don't know enough details, and I would like to fucking comb through it before we fucking even say it was justified.
Defense would have been justified, but the issue here is that he applies this advice generally to police encounters while suggesting with no evidence that the woman they're talking about in the last clip was assaulted by the officer because she was black.
But what's wrong with this guy? Is it like a power thing? Is it roid rage? Is it something like weirdly sexual?
I would guess the woman was not white who he did this to.
Oh.
This was said in 2013, around the time that BLM started. Non-white means black because those were the types of videos that were going viral during that period. So the suggestion is that the officer attacked a woman for being black, and he made this assertion with no evidence. She was white. And the problem is that when you make this kind of assertion on a topic that's already been heated since Rodney King in the 90s, followed by saying that you should be violent towards police officers, you're going to inspire certain people to take action. Which brings us to this guy, Gavin Long, who is a fan of the Young Turks and killed 4 police officers. Before the shooting, Gavin had uploaded reaction videos to content from the Young Turks, one of them being where Jimmy Dore said this in response to a police dispute that actually involved a black woman this time, who was being arrested.
I don't know what I would do in that situation. So if you go over and you confront...
I mean, if I were doing something that if I got, like, stopped by the police and they were like, Miss Shithead, I think you did something, and I'm like, I didn't do this. I just go outside and surrender myself and go, like, wait for a lawyer to plead my innocence. And the whole way, because I'm doing this, hit my desk so my camera works, I just be like, you know, I'm like a nice sickly gal. I'm never going to cause any problems. Don't worry about it. Just, can I sit in the front seat, please? I'm adorable. And just listen. Ask to go in the front seat. Probably be a little bit extra, but not a pain in the ass. Just a bit extra. You know, fuck it. You know you didn't do it? Be a little extra. Fuck it. I'd do it. Ask to sit in the front seat. Ask for an extra snack. Ask for extra french fries. Make them get you your fucking Impossible Whopper from BK on their dime. And then tell them they'll pay them back when you get out, because first off, if like that's like they don't make a lot everywhere, and so they probably don't need to be doing that all the time, and they oftentimes do pay for people's food. But, you know, like, probably just be a little extra, and then like just ask to sit in the front. Ask for extra food. Make them give you food. And just listen. And just go on with it.
Cops, which you would do in any other situation if they weren't cops.
That's right.
In any other situation. If there were 2 grown men pouncing on a woman who is pregnant and she's screaming and she's not a threat to anybody, you would go over there and you would start by punching those guys. That's how you would start.
Hey retard, in this hypothetical example where you're the hero, Do you know any of the context before you start acting? Are you saying that people should beat up cops because they hear a woman shouting? What if she had a gun?
He is saying beat up cops because people are shouting. Honestly, like, if things escalate to a dangerous place, I mean, if you see two random people of the citizenry fighting, I mean, yeah, insert yourself and call the authorities. You don't have to beat the fuck out of anybody. You just need to insert yourself, be a human fucking shield, and hold them both down there so they can't fucking run away, and make someone who's paid to look at it to sort it out. I don't know. It's like hold them by the nape of the neck. Make them both stay. They try to hit each other, they aren't gonna get away with it. Make them fucking not.
And it was threatening people. What if she was screaming things that were untrue to garner sympathy from bystanders? Criminals do that all the time, so telling people to assault cops based on small amounts of information that they would realistically have in a situation like this is incredibly...
This might be that I've had to take care of kittens a lot when they're like at that size you can like hold them by the nape, much like their mum would, and you like kind of have to accept that your hand is a lot like a mouth when you're interacting with like non-human animals. And so with puppies and cats, just accept that your hand is a surrogate for like a mum's mouth sometimes. And so you just have to like pinch by the nape and just hold them there, and they'll be like, Mum, I fucked up. Every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time. And, you know, it's kind of funny when they're like, Mum, I fucked up. And they just look at you like, I'm sorry.
Irresponsible. The full context is on screen for those who care, but basically a pregnant black woman was put face down on her stomach and put in handcuffs for failing to identify. The baby ended up being fine when she was born, but why was this woman put into that position? Well, it's because she was resisting arrest. Yes, the arrest was unlawful because in California, you don't have to identify in that specific context. However, instead of educating people on how stupid it is to resist arrest unless your life is in danger, even if that arrest is unlawful, Jimmy suggests that basically all cops are racist and you should be violently hostile towards them.
He's not reason to arrest her. And she's not going anywhere.
That's not true. If you watch the footage, you can see her walking away from the police.
He already said there wasn't a crime that was committed, yet you are black, and I'm a little pissed off that you're not doing exactly what I said. So I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna brutalize you right now, in public in front of a school.
I mean, if you don't listen to them, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It matters you don't listen to them. So, I mean, I think he's like leveling shit together. But again, this is how the left became violent. Yeah, no shit, makes sense.
I don't give a fuck, because I'm a cop, and that's why I became a cop, because I'm not a big thinker, and I like brutality.
For one, Jimmy fails to mention that the white lady said someone else witnessed the black girl punching her car and violently screaming at her, so the black lady might have lucked out with an unlawful arrest for failure to identify. She could have very well been guilty, and that might be the actual reason for why she was resisting. More importantly, and I withheld this information from earlier for dramatic effect, but if you go frame by frame on the body cam footage, which the Young Turks should know to do, they're a news organization, but if you go frame by frame, you can see the pregnant black lady is actually put on her side, not her stomach. She's on her side the whole time. So while this arrest was technically unlawful, the cops in fact were—
Wait, are you telling me that people can't be arrested on their stomach? I'm just asking this as like a scrawny broad that lays on my on my face and stomach sometimes. Like, is there something that happens the moment you're not like skin and bones where you can't do this?
Not trying to beat her up. The way the Young Turks reported this story, followed by their conclusion about cops, is actually kind of evil.
People who join the police like brutality. That's why they're cops. They did this shit. Those cops are brutal maniacs.
Whether she was guilty of a crime or not, if the cops are engaged in an unlawful arrest, do not resist unless your life is in danger. Assert your rights and then punish them in court, not on the streets. Going back to Gavin Long, in response to these Jimmy Dore clips, you can see the Young Turks fan is repeating the same rhetoric that Jimmy said, while also saying that he will beat up cops, as the Young Turks segment he's reacting to is being reflected on his glasses.
By the way, there's nothing to de-escalate.
The Young Turks fan is repeating the same rhetoric that Jimmy said, while also saying that he will beat up cops, as the Young Turks segment he's reacting to is being reflected on his glasses.
By the way, there's nothing to de-escalate.
That is fucking hilarious. Like, it's not great because they're saying they're gonna beat up officers. The funny part, on the other hand, is, on the other hand, my dudes, hilarious. The funny part is that it's fucking hilarious that they're like, it's reflecting in their shit. I can't help it. It's funny as fuck. Funny as piss. Can't really get over it. Is definitely funny. Don't know why it's so funny, but it is definitely funny. Holy fucking cannoli.
Things happen. They come in, they escalate.
The cops came in. You're supposed to be the de-escalator. You came in and escalated the situation.
But what if they started punching her?
They didn't punch her, though. Even though the arrest was unlawful, they used minimum force considering the circumstances.
But what if they started punching her?
Right. Then
so you just let it go?
I don't know. What would you
At
do?
what point do you step in?
I'm not sitting and watching.
I don't know what I would
hand it
do.
to him. I don't know what I would do.
I will open my trunk and get a tire iron, and then call my dad.
And he says he'll get the tire iron. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm not sitting and watching. I would have came through. I would have not complied. I would have died by...
I mean, if you don't comply, that's the thing you might be risking, yeah, dumbass.
And he says he'll get the tire iron. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm not sitting and watching. I would have came through. I would have not complied. I would have died by protecting that woman.
Protect her from what? All they did was put her in handcuffs. She wasn't in any danger, despite the Young Turks deliberately trying to make their audience believe she was being beat up for being black. It's like he's being programmed and he'll act in whatever way they tell him. Also, if you watch Actual Justice Warrior's video on it, you can see him saying some schizo stuff about race. So the fact that the Young Turks are pointing out that she was black and then accusing the cops of being racist when there's no evidence of it is important. Two cops not knowing the law about identification in California and arresting someone for it is not racism. It's them being idiots, and it's something they should be punished for, but the evidence that it was racially motivated is entirely...
Nah, the officers aren't really held up to having to know the law. And, like, that's fine. They really don't have to. That's the job of a judge. Those are, like, two different jobs, you know? Like, judge has to know the law, officer has to enforce the law. If they enforce it inappropriately, or, sorry, inadequately because they don't fucking know, then that's, like, yeah, they can learn, but that's not, like, the end-all be-all. I mean, honestly, it's, like, the judge's job to know it. The officer can have a suspicion, a concern, a reason to think they need to intervene, but, like, at a point, bro, it's like, you just gotta wait for fucking court. I don't know what the fuck everybody's so pissy about. Just, like, literally wait for court, you fucking dejected, degenerate, lazy bitches, fuck-ass motherfuckers. Holy shit. What the fuck is with people these days? Why are they so fucking lazy? And I'm not trying to be a shithead, but I have been saying I've been radicalized into saying that people aren't that clever. I'm starting to stick with it. I've been heavily radicalized into thinking people aren't that fucking clever. I don't know why, but I think that's about true. I think they're not clever.
Speculation from the Young Turks. The only racism that came out of this situation was from the black lady herself.
She just called the police for whatever reason, I don't know.
Well, you know, some people just feel like sometimes they're, you know, so...
By her because she's white.
What's that?
She's white and she's making threats to me. I felt threatened by her.
So the Young Turks saying that this was a racist attack and titling their video, "She's pregnant and black, they're cops, you know how this ends," followed by telling their audience to assault cops is problematic because everyone has people like Gavin Long in their audience, some more than others.
Yeah, I was also a Nation of Islam member.
Some, actually a lot more than others.
Holy shit, bro just screamed he was also a Nation of Islam member. God fucking piss, bro.
Which is why you don't encourage
brother.
violence when you speak publicly. Young Turks fan Gavin Long went on to ambush and shoot 6 police officers, killing 4 of them about 2 weeks after the death of Alton Sterling, who lived in the same community. Alton Sterling was yet another black man who would still be alive if he had followed police orders.
If you want to make it out of a situation safely and alive, listen.
I wonder how long it's gonna be till officers start checking people down for fucking Democrat Socialists Party people or whatever the fuck they are. I wonder, bro. It feels like it's getting closer every day.
To the officer's commands.
Contrary to what TYT's Jimmy Dore might say, a quick trip to the station is not worth your life.
Gavin Long was directly inspired by the Young Turks. Gavin Long made reaction videos to Young Turks videos about the police. There were calls for violence in those Young Turks videos. He had a specific affinity for protecting black women in his mind. And one of those videos in particular was a video where the Young Turks baselessly speculated that a woman slammed by the police was in fact slammed because she was a black woman, even though in reality she was a white woman.
Right, I agree. I think the Young Turks misrepresenting multiple news stories in a racially charged manner, followed by telling viewers to violently escalate around police, directly inspired Gavin Long to do what he did. They were...
No shit. I was checking the levels for the music. But yeah, people using galvanizing language, including DNC members like AOC, who used lazy language to appeal to the common tongue without having a fucking keyword nuance while they're doing it, is really not helpful. Yeah, totally.
Very clearly race baiting and encouraging their audience members to be violent.
Bro, like the DNC's fucking tagline is "do race baiting full fucking time." Like, there's no real ifs, ands, or buts about escaping it. I mean, it just really is that way. It is disgusting. I think it's fucking nasty. I think it's horrible. I think it's reductive. I think it makes us all lesser as a people. But yeah, they'd be doing that.
But here's the best part.
And now, you want to probably know what the Young Turks' response was to all of this. Well, first
Yo, he's got a clip of fucking Nux. Shout the fuck out to Think Before You Sleep reacting to Nux reacting to actual Justice Warrior.
copyright struck all of the reaction videos so that you can't actually go to Gavin Long's YouTube channel and see the Young Turks plastered all over there. So they copyright struck all of those channels. And then, are you ready for the real psycho twist? They said that he was probably a right-winger, even though they knew that he was a super fan of their rhetoric.
2 days after the shooting, the Young Turks memory hold the evidence that he was a fan and tried to blame Republicans by calling him a sovereign citizen or other titles that are associated with right-wing politics.
He was part of the New Freedom Group, apparently, an anti-government group. This is a group that is afraid of government power and is, yes, they're right-wing.
Now, this happened a while back, so you would think that the Young Turks would have learned their lesson and started to lower the temperature on the type of language that they use, but nope,
Why the fuck would I expect that? Bro, Hassan's uncle, like, tries to talk about normalizing fucking dogs. Why would I expect him to, like, ratchet back the fucking means of discourse and shit, bro? It's wild. I wouldn't expect that. I'd expect him to keep on and carry on.
Handful of years after this event, you can still find them promoting violence.
No, we're not supposed to, support violence, but hey, sometimes it's like punching a Nazi. You just got to get in there and, make it happen.
During this set,
people need to stop screaming punch Nazi all the time. Like, they have not seen a Nazi. I have seen fucking Klan members. I have seen actual prejudice roll up. It does not look like what these limp dick lazy ass bitches ascribe it to every fucking 5 minutes. I fucking can tell you for a fuckballs fact. And oftentimes, conversation breaks them out of it. Just be kind and cordial, and you'll see everyone fucking come to the middle of bullshit and just fucking want to hug it out and shake fucking hands. It's wild, bro. It's fucking wild. Literally doing the opposite of what these bitches say, which is meet people with the same shit that culty programming says, which is also code for fucking a mature and appropriate conflict resolution, actually fixes it better than their reductive, violence fucking stoking, lazy ass dick fucking cock in the weeds, shit weasel, motherfuck dickhead, lazy bitch fucking attitude shit.
segment, she called the guy a terrorist at one point and then a Nazi during that clip who you should violently assault because he broke an LGBT sign that was near a mannequin of a child inside of a Target store. Gee, wouldn't it be awkward if there were examples of trans people destroying signs? Though I'm glad to see that the Young Turks has learned to calm down their rhetoric considering, one of their fans committed a mass...
Bro, if you want to punch Nazis, go in a fucking time machine. I don't fucking know. And then go in a time machine and watch Anne Frank tell you, no, we're pacifists, and see how you fucking feel then.
Shooting after he was on camera directly repeating their violent messaging. But as bad as all this stuff is, along with the constant violent rhetoric from leftist media corporations and politicians, I think it's still surface level material because there's actually something far more nefarious going on here that is quite abstract but very effective at turning people into radicals. And to talk about that, let's go to a video made by a channel called The Second Story, where Hillary, the channel owner, talks about what...
It's a really cute keyboard. Hillary, from whatever the fuck this channel is, The Second Story. Think before you sleep as a clip? Hillary's got a cute keyboard. Honestly, Hillary's tower is fucking banging. It's orange lights, white tubes on the fucking AIO, fans all fucking orange, coolers on the fins on the back for events. Oh my shit, that's nice. Y'all, we need to make the bridge with this person. The Second Story, let's do it. I just want to talk about computer cases with this person now.
About that, let's go to a video made by a channel called The Second Story, where Hillary, the channel owner, talks about what I think is the deliberate dumbing down of American kids through the education system.
According to the PIAAC, over 25% of adults in America score at or below level 1 literacy. Go ahead and rewind that if you need to, but let me say that.
Level 1 literacy. Wait, 25% of United States adults score below level 1 literacy? I've had a college fucking reading level since I was in middle school. That's just lost on me, bro. I've just not been able to do anything else. I mean, it's wild. Then again, I was told I was a gifted kid when I was busy telling people that they were dumb for calling me that, so I don't fucking know. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't. TLDR, I will gleefully call people stupid for telling me I'm smart.
America score at or below level 1 literacy. Go ahead and rewind that if you need to, but let me say that one more time. Over 25% of American adults cannot read above kindergarten literacy, and that number is growing.
Now, let's just sort these stats out by race because I don't care if people say they're offended by reality. And look, I think we found an issue that no one is shocked by. It would be horrible if someone pointed out that 44% of Hispanics and 50% of black people cannot read above a kindergarten level, which is 3 times their white counterparts. If I were a black or Hispanic parent, I would be furious about this.
Let's look at level 2. This level is important to our discussion because based on my own assessment, most published authors today are probably at this level. I personally would call this third or fourth grade literacy. This group makes up about 29% of the population. Combined with level 1, these two groups account for almost 60% of American adults. Over half of American adults cannot read above a basic third or fourth grade level and can only analyze what they've read in a limited sense.
Oh, this makes so much sense. So more than half of Americans are basically illiterate when it comes to handling text more difficult than Harry Potter, which means when it comes to complex issues like the economy or politics, they're too dumb to read about it. Oh wait, it says that Harry Potter is a 4th to 6th grade reading level. Harry Potter might even be too difficult.
Closely related to this study is this article.
I'm pretty sure I combed that book in middle school. I don't know, just reading Harry Potter, because, like, you have a weekend off, better fucking spend it doing what you want to do. I liked reading fiction a lot more then. Now I like playing fiction, reading, like, about engineering stuff and occasionally history. And I like watching, like, this kind of shit. Just people fucking up. People being disjected, degenerate scumfucks and me cackling at it. I don't know, like, fuck watching calming fiction. If someone shows me a cute show to watch that can give me an emotional roller coaster, I'm all for it. But it's about to be under 20 episodes or I'm not fucking watching it. Or it has to be The Expanse or For All Mankind. Those are my exceptions.
From The Atlantic.
Fuck One Piece, I'm watching One Piece.
The author spoke to a number of university professors and several students and found that professors have had to adjust their expectations of their students. English lit majors can no longer be expected to read whole assigned books, but have to content themselves with assigned passages of books. Several of these college students, these young adults, have arrived on campus unaware that reading whole books would be required of them. Several told their teachers that they didn't know how to read a whole book.
Let me repeat that.
I do know that there are a lot of people in the medical fields that are entirely unwilling to read for continued education, and I find that reprehensible, so I kind of just drag them a lot every chance I get, because it's really weak, and you should just, like, always want to continue your growth as a person. Like, if you ever sit that down, your life is, like, not putting this on y'all, but I am gonna say, if I were not down to read, I would say my life is forfeit and means nothing.
That English literature professors at a number of good colleges can't assign books that they used to be able to assign, like Crime and Punishment, because students can't read a full book. Look, I'm not going to pretend that some of this isn't due to diversity quotas in the prior statistics that I showed, but I also think the reason that those stats exist is because of a change in how reading is taught that is designed to make you stupid and therefore easy to manipulate. To address this, Hillary spends a lot of her video talking about critical literacy education and about the differences between phonics and whole language learning, which are different methods of teaching kids how to read. To put it simply, phonics is the correct way to teach people how to read, and whole language learning is retarded. When you're taught phonics, you break down words into their individual parts.
I remember when my dad made me do Hooked on Phonics. It was very fun. And mind you, I struggle with Germanic languages, so, like, English and German really fucking ruined me. Like, that was not easy for me. I just so happened to give a fuck and stick at it. I'd play games in a language I was studying. This has impacted me since I was little and playing Pokemon in English till I was grown up and playing it in French. If I'm working on a language, play a game in it, put your phone in the language, put your computer in that language, just immerse yourself. Yeah, learn interesting things on one hand, immersion on the other. And kind of just go for it, because, like, it's great. It's fun.
Parts and use pattern recognition to figure out what words are being used in a text. So if I'm 6 years old and I look at this word here, I'm going to use the pronunciation rules by saying cat and say, oh, well, that's how you spell cat. With whole language learning, you just kind of memorize each word individually based on how it looks, which is completely stupid, and I did not fail to see how this method is not only highly inefficient, but it also stifles critical thinking skills, as kids have to wait until they're told how words are pronounced, instead of being able to accurately predict how to say new words based on patterns that they've learned.
I'm 27 years old in a corporate job, and I do not know how to spell. Okay? Because I'm
able to accurately predict how to say new words based on patterns that they've learned.
I'm 27 years old in a corporate job, and I do not know how to spell. Okay? Because I'm from the generation where I'm in 5th grade, and I had a laptop with spell check on it.
I mean, I had a fucking computer in 5th grade, but I still learned how to spell. I also learned to play violin and to sit in the computer lab and fuck with new immersion technology when it was available. And play Oregon Trail. Also, lots of Oregon Trail. Kinda love the fuck out of Oregon Trail. Like, so no, this is a shitty excuse, because I've had the similar fucking access to the same bullshit to fuck off and not give a shit. And autocorrect has always been a little bit beneath me, because I like using antiquated words. It's just that my mom gave me a dictionary and a thesaurus when I was little, and I happened to, for years, say my best friends were my mother, a dictionary, and a thesaurus. And my mom said if I could spell it, I could say it. So I learned how to cuss like a motherfucker. There wasn't a single word I wouldn't read. Like, sat and read the whole dictionary, just page by page, sat and read the Abrahamic literatures, page by page, sat and read the thesaurus, page on page, page by page. Got older, started loving etymology and learning where words came from. Oh, so fun. So no, it's just that they just chose not to, or like opted out of it, or no one gave them a way to make it engaging, which effectively is on you, the student. Sorry. Like, yeah, the teacher's supposed to make it engaging, but you letting yourself down is so you letting yourself down. So I mean, kind of just sucks to suck, bro. Sorry. Nice glasses.
So now I'm 27 years old, listening to podcasts on how to sound out words and how to spell. Because I don't know how. Mind you, I'm educated. I have a bachelor's and I cannot.
Like, one time I was like about to get in trouble for asking my grandmother if she was copulating with her new boyfriend, and like my mom just made me spell it.
Yeah, it's almost like that was deliberate. It's not the computer, it's the teaching methods. I grew up on spell checkers too, and I can spell without them because I was taught phonics as a kid. Now, all of this might kind of seem abstract to some of you in the audience, but trust me, as sort of like a language enthusiast, this shit infuriates me. By that, I mean that it's basically child abuse to teach kids something as inefficient as whole language, because it puts them way behind kids who learn phonics, and it doesn't work when you get to more complex words. For the sake of brevity, I will say that it should be obvious to anybody who has studied language or foreign languages that engaging in pattern recognition by memorizing a handful of simple rules along with the exceptions is far more efficient than individually memorizing how to read the 20 or so thousand words that the average adult knows.
Now cue this page.
True. Yeah, no, me struggle busing with Japanese. I'm learning things that are like I'm learning individual words here and there, but those are just out of pure intrigue. The most of it is just immersion and pattern recognition. Am I doing well? Probably not. Have I been at it in the last 2 days? No. I've been doing other stuff. I've been having this thing I really want to do, but I've still been around immersion, and I will occasionally pick out more than I did before, because I'm learning how things are put together a tiny bit, if not a lot, just a bit, which again, like for a person who's put like less than a week into it, I'd say that's a fine fucking start.
What they did was they invented a whole new language script. So a bunch of squiggles and lines that when stacked together could form words. And they had different groups of students learn how to read this language. The only difference is, right at the beginning, group 1 was told to focus their attention on the word as a whole, use the image as a whole to try and make sense of it. Whereas group 2 was told to focus on the individual units within each image. And what happens? Well, after training, each group was tested on what they learned during their training. And it turns out that when they were quizzed on words that they had seen during the training phase, the whole word reading group performed a little bit better than the group focused on the individual letters. But here's the fun bit. When both groups were tested on new words they hadn't seen during their training phase, it turned out the whole word group suffered incredibly. In fact, they performed no better than chance. They were just essentially guessing. Whereas the individual unit group did significantly better. They were able to take words they'd never seen before and read them just fine.
Kids who are not taught pronunciation rules through phonics basically do not have the tools to figure out how to say words they haven't already memorized, which can triple, quadruple, or quintuple the time that it takes to read. So it's no wonder young people these days feel unequipped to read an entire book. And the reason I'm calling this child abuse is because the ability to read quickly and comprehend what you read is a fundamental part of skill building, which means that whole language learning straight up cripples your ability to build a skill valuable enough to get a good job.
You know what? I'm gonna side with Think Before You Sleep on this. Not teaching children how to effectively learn language and other things that would be impactful for them that would either detriment or enable them in the pursuit of a long and fulfilling life, I would also call that child abuse. Based man over there, genuinely. So, wait, is inability to read going to tie into how the left became violent? Because I expect he's going to make this tie in together. And if I find out that a bunch of fucking people literally are hinging all of their shit on they use words they don't know the meaning of, and it turns out it's not just people borrowing a fucking usual trait of symptomology we look for in narcissistic personality disorder, which is using a word for the emotional gravitas instead of its actual meaning, but is instead that they are just so fucking piss-ass uninformed that they use words they don't know the meaning of just because it makes them sound and feel good. Oh, fuck! I think I spoiled it. Fuck! Ah, fuck it. Let's go.
You know what kinds of people do violent and radical shit? People who don't have good jobs. But if you aren't already mad, here's where it starts to get worse.
I want to first talk about this study from just last year, 2024. This highly talked about study wasn't just assessing the literacy of the average American, but of the average English literature major at 2 widely respected state universities. The study participants were instructed to read the first 7 paragraphs of Bleak House by Charles Dickens, and then translate what they read into modern language, thereby demonstrating their understanding of the text. What they found was that 58% of the study's participants were at about level 1 literacy or slightly higher, which the study categorizes as problematic.
Let me repeat that. She's saying that more than half of the university students who are English majors from that study are reading at a kindergarten/first grade level. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the first 7 paragraphs of Bleak House by Charles Dickens is quite a difficult read. But the point was not for the study participants to be able to—
I love antiquated words. So they have to just purely put Dickens into the contemporary fashion. Holy fuck, they really can't do this? Alright, bro, do a book report more often, I guess. Do more remedial work. Pick up a book report. Y'all, give yourself fucking homework. You have free time. Don't go outside. Don't go to dinner with people. Don't go to clubs. Don't go to the fucking bar. Don't hang out with friends. Just give yourself a book report on your free time. Maybe go to edX and pick up an extra fucking learning course. Maybe if that's too fucking difficult, maybe you work on something that is more reasonable and accessible for you. Find that yourself. I am not your fucking professor. On the other hand, you know what I am? A shithead. I'm a shithead. I'm a shithead on the internet that yells and whines and whinges and bitches. That's all I am.
to flawlessly know every word written in
Who had a college reading level in fucking middle school.
the text. The point was to assess critical thinking skills, knowledge of the structure of language, and most importantly, their ability and willingness to look up words or references they didn't understand. 58% of the college English majors did that on the level of like a first grader. Welcome to modern education. The results were depressing, as almost nobody in the study could accurately describe what was going on in the first few paragraphs. Nor did they have the willingness to look things up they didn't know.
They understood so little of the introduction to Bleak House that they would not be able to read the novel on their own. However, these same subjects also believed they would have no problem reading the rest of the 900-page novel. I want to make one thing very clear here.
Oh my gosh, is this why no one read? If people people in college have struggles with a 900-page novel, is this why motherfuckers for the life of them couldn't read the 300-page Big Beautiful Bill for themselves and just parse it themselves? Is this why? Is it because they couldn't read a fucking novel of 900 pages? So a bit of legal text that goes on for 300, it's 311 if you don't remove the fucking appendix, it's 301 if you keep it in there, and it's double spaced, so probably call it fucking 150 pages like the number of Pokemon in the first release. But either the fuck way, is it really just that they couldn't fucking read it? Is this why Maxine Waters refused to read a bill before she signed it? I'm actually just having a moment where I usually, y'all, I refuse to call individuals dumb as fuck and fucking ignorant, piss-ass, fucking numbskull, fucking shit-lickers, knuckle-dragging, troglodyte, dick-neck fuckers. However, I will call an aggregate of people this, and I won't do it depending on, like, your alignment or something you can pick. I'll literally reach for the one thing you can't pick. You're humans. So are y'all just a bunch of troglodyte, dick-neck motherfuckers? Like, not y'all, I mean, I suppose maybe not y'all. Maybe if y'all are, suck. I mean, fuck it. Just let me rib you. Eat shit. Fucking cry. Fucking cry more. Cry me a river. Bitch about it. Let me know in the comments. But like, honestly, is it that Maxine Waters and not a lot of other people are able to actually read the corpus of text in what I conceive to be a very small and easily parsable bill? Is this why people were lying about what was in HB1, the Big Beautiful Bill of the 119th Congress, so easily because my cohorts can't fucking read? Y'all, I'm leaving this planet. I'm going to fucking the moon or something. I'm done. Fuck all this shit, man. I'm tired of I'm not being around fucking dumbass bitches. I'm fucking, no, fuck this shit. I'm going to the moon. Fuck it. Somebody call my mentor at NASA. Let's fucking go. I'm getting off this shit. Fuck it. Moon base gets built. I'm leaving. Fuck all you bitches.
No one
Not until people can read. I'm not coming the fuck back. Fuck this.
Is mocking these students' lack of vocabulary knowledge. I
just did, actually. And I told them that they're the reason I want to go to low lunar orbit. So yes, I did mock their lack of vocabulary, and I mocked everyone that enabled it, and I've mocked a lot of things along the way. So unfortunately, I'm the problem here. So you're being respectful, I'm being a fucking cunt, and wishing you well. Always the best to ya. Thank you for being more patient than I. Love to see it. Absolutely proud of it. I'm glad to found your channel. I'm gonna watch it later. Boop. Already subbed.
Look up words I don't know all the time when I'm reading. The biggest and most...
Well, yeah, I mean, you're supposed to. And also, it's very easy to pin your own new words. I do like pinning my own words sometimes. Looking up words I don't know, looking up meanings I don't know, histories of words that I don't know, how they came to be, making sure that I can indeed utilize it in the way that I think, double-checking my spelling as I go. Sometimes I get auto-suggested some word that is not what I mean, and I oftentimes have to go out of my way because of some little slip with one of those gnarly little tricks that the language likes to throw at you. And so, yeah, no, it makes sense, but like you should still have the like basic keys to get in the door. Like you should at least be able to get through the door.
Significant factor here, at least to me, is that these college undergrads didn't even bother doing that. They had permission.
I'm going to the moon until people have above a 3rd grade reading level. Holy fuck, I just thought of the clip. Wendigoon saying, unless you have a 2nd grade reading level, turns out to be fucking true. It's on the Paradise Lost video. It's not hard to find. It's like really quick. It doesn't take me that fucking long, honestly. It's like super easy. Cause like, I also was a fan of some of the old literature from our fucking lovely cohorts before us. So that's fine. Search in video. Reading level. Just the word level.
Hello everybody, today we're going to be telling the story of when angels fell from heaven, God created humanity, and the Garden of Eden itself, all told from Satan's perspective in Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost was written is like, wow, it's...
I found it. I found the clip from Wendy. Okay, here we go.
Like you're not familiar with the story, that's a weird tangent to go on. But I'm telling you, every analysis of this story is like, wow, it's so wild that a Protestant leader from the 1600s made Satan the good guy. Which, yeah, if you have a 2nd grade reading level, I can only imagine I can only imagine the person who feels that way. And if that's anyone watching, I only apologize a little bit. You're still getting roasted. I can only imagine the person reading the story and they're just fully wanting to be invested in Satan. So whatever his excuse is, they go along with. Like they read about him talking to the angels and being like, we can be as powerful as God. And they're like, huh, that's a good point. And then whenever he's like,
to look up anything they didn't know, and they just didn't bother. They felt they knew the meaning, assumed they were right, and moved on. English majors at a major university.
They took society's best, English majors in college from respected universities, and they still couldn't read an author who used to be mandatory for high schoolers. This study took place in 2015.
In case you didn't notice, Wendigoon was saying that Paradise Lost, though it humanizes the depiction of Satan, it's not to like make a humanization of someone. If you just to understand the complexities behind them doesn't make you sympathize with them, which also would explain away a lot of the folks that I do know that find themselves, that like ascribe themselves to being on the left but hold views that might actually conflict with it in many reasonable fucking places, might fucking also think that if you platform something that you must believe in it. Because like honestly, if you can't humanize someone, even if you don't agree with them, are you fucking garbage?
Conveniently during the time that everything started going woke, and this was around 2 or 3 decades after the whole language learning model got implemented, so this would be the first generation going to college under that system. Not to say that everyone got whole language education. I was taught phonics despite being a kid during the first generation of the whole language model, but for the ones who were unfortunate enough to be taught in this way, we know this stuff is ridiculous and ineffective just like Common Core math. Well, maybe it's incorrect for me to say that. Maybe the whole language model actually is very effective at its intended purpose. Let's get to the part about critical literacy.
Critical literacy is the new literacy. Critical literacy aims to teach not literacy, but rather a kind of social awareness, which was using teaching reading as a delivery method of sorts, as if reading was just the syringe and this right kind of social awareness was the real thing they wanted the child to receive. One of the beginning strategies for teaching literacy with whole language, according to this manual, is the use of generative themes.
It's so wild.
Remember that one?
That a Protestant leader from the 1600s made Satan the good guy. Which, yeah, if you have a 2nd grade reading level.
She's saying remember that because earlier in the video she talks about generative words, which are described as keywords in a text like rice or slum or wealth, used to suggest social themes around which consciousness can be raised. These words are used to evoke an emotional response in the reader. The core tenet of critical literacy is to engage with how certain generative words make you feel, as opposed to what those words actually mean. Anyway, pay close attention because here's the evil that this whole thing has been leading up to.
Which all boils down to the most important thing about reading is learning the correct way to interpret a text, which, by the way, has nothing to do with the author's intent and is heavily reliant on your feelings. I mean, think about how so many people these days latch onto specific words and then spin out because those words trigger them in some way. That's because those words are generative words, which fit into generative themes, which are taught to them in a way specifically intended to trigger their emotional analysis. These people can't listen to reason at that point. They see the word and the programmed reaction is triggered, and that's it. That's what critical literacy produces, specifically and intentionally.
She's saying that students are being trained to notice certain trigger words that should elicit an emotional analysis or emotional reaction to how that word makes you feel, outside of its intended meaning or dictionary definition. And Hillary gives some familiar examples of generative words that you might hear on a regular basis later in the video. So what's all being said here is that they purposefully teach you an inefficient reading technique that makes it take like 5 times longer to read a book than someone who is taught phonics, which basically makes those kids not want to read or educate themselves when they get older. In fact, it locks them out of a lot of skill development. That same whole language reading technique also makes it incredibly difficult to figure out words that you don't know, so it limits your vocabulary and ability to act.
Bro, y'all have gotta be y'all. When learning French and or Portuguese, like you just take prefix suffix too. Like what the fuck is going on? Where the fuck were... Bro, do I just need to like tell every college student to like, just kidding when I say pirate this time, to pirate some fucking Hooked on Phonics from back in the Wayback Machine days? I mean, it's probably free now. This shit's probably not even... Oh no, it's definitely got fucking copy protection. I'm just joking when I say it's not. But now I remember what I'm fucking addressing. I've always said the common tongue annoys the fuck out of me, and now I'm realizing that people might be mired in it. I'm gonna throw things, and I'm gonna go to the moon, and you're never getting me back on Terra. The moment I get the fuck off of this fucking gravity well with its second grade ass reading level is the moment I never fucking come back to it.
Accurately communicate. And then they teach you a bunch of Russian sleeper agent trigger words that will cause you to go into a frenzy anytime they're sad. Is this why
Oh shit, he's actually saying the thing that I stipulated he might say. That people don't understand words, they understand them for their emotional gravitas as opposed to their actual meaning. They didn't actually have the tools to learn, and they were taught a bunch of trigger words that turns them into a Manchurian candidate. Holy fuck, I could have saved myself 22 minutes of video.
So many idiots are running around calling everyone they don't like.
No, I couldn't have. There was a good 10-minute chunk of something I really liked learning about how apparently there is backing to why people have no fucking experience reading, and that's kind of fucking sad. And that was a good fucking... large chunk of this video. Oh my gosh. That was 12 minutes of this video.
A fascist without actually knowing what that word means? Is this why a section of the population flips out anytime the word Trump is said? Is it because they were taught critical literacy for 12 years and then they were given the trigger words in college?
I actually find it hysterical how a lot of Republicans and Trump supporters like to say that colleges and universities brainwash their students to be liberal, when it's like, have they ever just stopped to think that maybe that people that graduate college and are educated with a degree are more likely to lean liberal because they're smarter?
No. They're not more likely to lean liberal because they're smarter. They're more likely to lean liberal because that fucking surmises their beliefs. Intelligence is something that you really have a hard time qualifying the upper bounds of. IQ tests, people miscite them all the time. They literally don't go above 180 beyond it being stipulation and something you can't actually stand on. Furthermore, IQ tests aren't made to identify intelligence, they're made to identify if you need support. So let's say that you can't tie your shoe, brush your teeth, or that you can't say the word apple. Well, that's what an IQ test is to get you help for. So if you were ever given one, it's because someone thought you were fucking inept. You're welcome. Also, furthermore, so it's harder to qualify when someone's actual intelligence. You can qualify their social fucking aptitude and what you can press them to. You can qualify if maybe they fill a purpose for you. You can try to quantify what their use is to you. Those are other things entirely. And so I feel like this is just a reductive little shit slur, because shit slurper, rather. Not shit slur, shit slurper. Holy fuck, my mush mouth is kicking in. It's good that I'm going to drink more juice after I press play.
Right. But I mean, this method is so effective at creating brain-rotted idiots that Portland, Oregon, one of the wokest cities in America, just acquitted a black man with priors of stabbing a white man because the white man called him the N-word after he was stabbed. Unbelievable. This is a real article, not The Onion. They said it was self-defense because the white man was racist, but if you read the details, it was obviously not self-defense. Outside of that, this video from the second story on critical literacy education is diabolical, and it's probably one of the best videos that I've watched this year. I would very much recommend watching the whole thing. But now we can understand how people like, say, Hassan Piker come into prominence.
It's like the same conflation between saying that people that have gone to college are more likely to have children with autism. People saying it's because they're older. No, it's because they have more access to money and resources to be able to fucking, and also people parroting it in their environment. So your environment, as well as the resources you can present to get them to get fucking evaluated. It's like, you don't know if Amish kids have less of it, actually. You know that we have no fucking, you know that we have limited fucking means to actually investigate this. Those are two very staunchly different things. Mind you, I couldn't get through high school because I was too sick all the time, and when I was trying to go to college, I just started with English, and then I went to toxicology, and then I went to computer systems and engineering, and so, and security and network engineering, because I couldn't stay focused, and then I learned that I can't really focus on one thing for long, and so me having a passion to return for control systems engineering and virology is like, basically, at least I've had this in my belly for a long time. I do wish to return to school for these things. I do desperately do. I just don't know when I'll be able to. Because like I'm currently holding down the whole nuclear family's workload by myself. And so, you know, cook, clean, work, fucking take care of the stuffed animal kids and shit. I don't fucking know, man. It's a lot of shit to do. I want to go back to school for something, but the reason I want to go to school for them instead, because like computer systems engineering, it's really easy to go to community college and just ignore going to a formal education in general, because you can learn everything for free, the resources are free, the tools are free, free and open source for the fucking win. But I want to go for like a sciences background, which would require I have access to expensive hardware that I literally cannot pay for, as I'm already like, well, I don't have an extra $400,000 to just throw at something, I mean, so let's just fucking go. I wonder if I can get an honorary doctorate easier now than back when my fucking grandparents were alive, just because I have a fucking second grade reading level. Let's just go do that. Let's just fuck around and find out. I don't fucking know, man. Let's do it.
Actually, let's talk about that, because the next key component of radicalizing a population is to install degenerate role models into media for the population to emulate, because commoners will largely follow what popular people do. That's why things like celebrity endorsements work. So if all the popular people are good, then you'll get more good people. But if all the popular people are degenerates, then you're going to get a lot more degenerates. The Boondocks was famous for criticizing them for doing this to the black community, and very literally painted the BET network as a television channel designed to destroy blacks.
And there's plenty of science out there to support the idea that human beings form a lot of their moral opinions by ingesting fiction, especially at younger ages.
Right. A lot of people love refusing to admit this, but you do become the media that you consume, and you do become the average of the people that you associate with. So choose carefully, because you will do this whether you are consciously aware of it or not. With that said, Hassan Piker is basically the leader of the modern left when it comes to the online space. And by that, I mean the part of the left that is increasingly pushing out reasonable people and becoming more radical. So there are tons of people who are modeling Hassan's behavior. And what kind of behavior is that?
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them! Kill those motherfuckers! And murder those motherfuckers in the street! Let the streets...
Fuck this pussy. Telling people to murder people? What a fucking pussy. And fuck Dan Clancy for letting him do it on his fucking platform. Fuck you, Mr. Piker. And fuck your uncle that wants to fuck dogs too.
Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Wow, that sounds a lot like the rhetoric that we heard from the Young Turks. After seeing this, would anyone be shocked if I told them that Hassan had a multi-millionaire horse enthusiast uncle who owns the Young Turks, gave him a job right out of college, and mentored him? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And what kind of person would think it's morally okay to openly encourage murder to a large audience? Well, maybe it's a person who abuses his pets by making them sit in the corner for 4 hours straight like a stage prop, and then shocking her with maximum voltage if she tries to move.
Kaya, please, just fucking go, just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
You're being cute and deserving a hug. That's what she's deserving. That is exactly what Kaya's deserving. Also, by the way, from the fridge to the TV, Kaya will be free. Also, XQC should adopt Hassan's dog because he seems to care the most. And I think he seems like he's got some good chops on him. He'd also probably walk her on camera, which would really, really incentivize more people to just take time to walk their puppies. You know, just leave a camera on the chair, but AFK stream with like your camera in the middle or some shit, bro. I don't fucking know. Be a better home.
It's such a baby.
Oh, come on, Kaya. I didn't even shock you that hard. You're such a baby. This is what every abuser says after they hit someone. come on, I didn't even hit you that hard. There are tons of examples out there where Hassan is abusing animals. You can find numerous clips of it on Twitter, and I do find the amount of creators who ran cover for him doing this to be quite disgusting.
Kaya is the most loved and spoiled and the most well-trained and best little baby, or big baby, that I have ever been around. You would think that this kind of outrage, you would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but
how can you care about a dog when a genocide is going on? Don't you know there's a genocide? Ignore all the bad stuff I'm doing because of Palestine. I think she underestimates how much Americans like dogs. Hassan is never going to live this one down. It's so popular that even the vice president brought it up.
He has this command place, which is basically if I snap my finger and point, he will run to that place and lay down.
You don't have to zap him.
No, not like Hassan Piker, no. If you mistreat dogs, that's almost 100% sign that you're going to be a really terrible person.
And last, for the purposes of this video and showing the kind of role model he is, Hassan loves taking credit for moral behavior that he didn't actually participate in. For those of you who aren't aware, YouTuber Ethan Klein got tired of being harassed by Hassan and his fan base because they were like making false reports to the CPS, trying to get his kids taken away, and Twitch and other social media platforms have done nothing.
Also, I think that with people trying to report Mr. Klein to the Child Protective Services, people after he said that he went to the doctor and got diagnoses are like the most piss-ignorant bitches, because the doctor's a mandatory reporter, and I'm sure if they had more than a second grade reading level, they'd know this. I can't get off of it, it fucking annoys me. Anyways, so if you have a second grade reading level, you might be abreast of the fact that, well, yeah, doctors will report things mandatorily, and also so will folks in medicine all abound. Nurses, doctors, psychiatrists. You tell them you want to kill somebody, they're going to tell somebody about it. Thankfully.
Nothing to mitigate.
If you are a threat to yourself or others, and inclusive of, if you got a baby and they feel a need to report it, they'll report it. Like anyone at the doctor's office could. The record-keeping people, the nurses on staff, the doctors. So that it wasn't reported by the staff at the doctor's office should really deflate everyone's fucking ability to say that they thought it was essential to lie, say they were staff, and then file reports en masse. That was like fucking ignorant. People justifying it, fucking ignorant. Ignorance is the best thing to call them. They're not dumb because they don't know. They would be dumb if they knew better and still chose to do it. But apparently they have a second grade reading level and just don't know any fucking better, which is depressing. I'm going to the moon. I don't want to be on Terra anymore. These people unnerve me. Who unnerves me? People that don't fucking like learning.
This, despite it being against the rules. So when 3 Hassan Piker orbiters who were harassing Ethan stole his content, Ethan filed a lawsuit. Because these 3 people were broke and he is rich, Hassan made it seem like he was going to financially help these 3 girls who have supported him behind the scenes. Well, he didn't.
Oh, socialist, why won't he give these guys money? Trust me, if I offer support, you won't know about it, okay?
I also want to make clear that I did not receive it.
Catch you tomorrow, homie. You rest well. I'll be offline soon as well. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you oodles. I am low-key fucking with Linux on the side right now, so...
Any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words of support. Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful, especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scene. It felt like he wanted to receive credit from the public for him helping me, without providing any.
He pretends to help them as he throws them in the trash and spends all his money on gambling. Though, as it is sort of the theme of this video, I don't think there's anything grassroots about Hassan's success at all. Hassan was basically installed into his position, yet he wants people to think that he was some go-getter kid who grew up in the school of hard knocks, instead of the reality, which is that he grew up extremely rich and was handed everything.
You guys probably know this, but if you don't, my uncle has a YouTube channel called The Young Turks. It was like a 26-person shop. It was like a tiny operation, not that big, not that media behemoth or anything. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go work with him, do an internship with him, and I'll live in LA.
26 employees? What kind of YouTube channel has that much staff? I mean, I'm at 1 million subs and I still do everything by myself. Not to mention that the Young Turks started off with millions of dollars.
I mean, yeah, I do everything myself, which is why none of our shit gets edited right now. Which, again, I have no shame in. That's fine. I really don't give a fuck.
Of venture capitalist money, they're about as grassroots as the Daily Wire. So Hassan was handed a $60,000 a year job right out of college in like 2013. A lot of his fans were like 5 at the time, so I don't think they know how huge the Young Turks used to be back in the early 2010s. He's trying to minimize their influence, but make no mistake, this was a huge opportunity.
I was dead broke and was critiquing capitalism, and then people would be like, yeah, because you're a fucking loser. And now that I have money and I still do it, people are like, well, Hypocrite much?
Most of us YouTubers have to learn this stuff on our own, as opposed to being mentored by a multi-millionaire former legacy media pundit with a huge media corporation by comparison to what other creators have. Then there was the move to Twitch, where he not only gained a lot of his popularity by outright pirating Gordon Ramsay shows, but Hasan pretty regularly violates their community guidelines and has committed far more serious violations than a number of people who I know who have been permanently banned off that platform. Yet he doesn't get in trouble. Not only is Hasan given protection that other creators don't get, but the CEO of Twitch constantly glazes him, even after Hasan continuously tries to push for people in his audience to kill his political opponents. The most recent example is this moment here.
And Destiny, and Asmongold, and Dan Saltman, whose addresses are all readily available in the same exact websites and platforms that they rely on, that their fan bases go to find my address. To harass me.
This is like the 4th time that Hasan has doxed people on his stream, yet there's no ban for it. Like I said, he was installed into power. They don't ban him for a reason. Oh, but technically he didn't say the addresses. Yeah, all he did was say all of his enemies' addresses are public and not that hard to find in front of an audience that is very politically radical. I mean, we watch one of these types kill Charlie Kirk, followed by tons of them saying, why not more? Hasan's audience is so radical that he couldn't even denounce a political assassination. Hasan knows the types of people he's saying this to, and he's helping his audience figure out where his opponents live so they can go hurt them. Because Asmongold is a fascist Nazi, right? As you guys say, it's not wrong to punch Nazis. Seriously, I don't know how it's legal for one of the biggest streamers to openly encourage his audience to assault people.
It's not.
The laws
no, it's a call to violence. It's actually not. It's just getting looked over and ignored. But no, him doing calls to violence, it's not actually okay. He does it. Don't know why he gets away with it, but he does do it. It is inappropriate. It is disgusting. Yes, it is. And the fact that he gets away with it is reprehensible, which is why I spend so much time clowning on Mr. Dan Clancy of Twitch, the CEO of Twitch, and saying things like, Dan Saltman should be put in charge. I think that would be better. Because I do think Dan Saltman should be put in charge. I do think it would be better.
Have to change. This has to stop. But Twitch allows this stuff because, like I said, Hasan's career is astroturfed. He was installed into power. He didn't earn it on his own, and he doesn't have to play by the same rules as everyone.
What the platform should be doing is notifying the police whenever this shit happens. Like, let's be fucking honest and real, my dudes. Like, when this shit happens, the platform should be notifying the police. You're welcome.
Else, especially considering that Twitch banned a ton of its competition from the platform. But why is Twitch doing this, you ask? Well, it's because it's run by people who hate America, and Hasan is a major proponent of preaching anti-American values, as he regularly promotes and advocates for America's political enemies.
Is there a country that's done socialism the way that you like?
If ultimately the point of government is to improve the material conditions of all people, I would say China is probably the closest. And there are still plenty of failures within the Chinese system as well, plenty of issues within the Chinese system as well. But that's probably the closest, I would say, to an example that we should follow and lessons that we should learn from.
China? You mean the country that had communist values that were so great that they used them to kill tens of millions of their own people? That's what we should follow? I'm not sure if this interview was recorded before or after Hasan spent like a week or two glazing the hell out of China and soy-facing over a copy of Mao's Little Red Book.
Oh, no way. It's a small one.
It's the first version.
It's the first, wait.
Really?
Is that a Bible?
No, that's Little Red Book.
It's basically the Little Red Book?
The Little Red Book.
It's the Red Bible, is what it is. Okay. Yeah. Some may say more important than the Bible. That's crazy.
This is like soy-facing over a first edition copy of Mein Kampf.
You have met me at a very Chinese time in my life, chat. In my conscience, I have already become Chinese. Okay? We were already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese.
Okay, so Hasan is white now. And China is so great that he almost got arrested for a meme on his phone. But at this point, I've watched enough of his content to know that he is basically a foreign agent whose sole purpose is to destroy American values. I mean, he lies constantly. You don't even have to understand politics to see that. Just watch the dog shocking saga. He got caught doing that shit red-handed with undeniable evidence, yet he has still taken no accountability. He continues to gaslight his audience, and now he pretends to play it off as a joke. By the way, if you're in his audience, he is incessantly lying to you because he thinks you're stupid and he hates you.
Your understanding of white supremacy is so juvenile, it's infuriating.
It's because I am a white supremacist. I'm moving to the white supremacist town, okay? That's why. I'm a white supremacist. I'm white. Shut the fuck up! You're so fucking stupid. I hate all of you. I hate the woke. I hate woke. I hate the left. I hate the woke. I'm crashing out because I can't fucking stand losers.
So, by the way, I know I keep bringing this up as an example and also saying that you are not, if you adore me or tolerate me, You would never accuse a person of mental illness off rip because you'd at least know what that word fucking meant. I point out that it's to describe a sudden change in presentation of behavior and personality purely because this man does this out of the blue and Candace Owens says she changed his political party. These are both people who use the phrase mental illness inappropriately, not to actually mean what it means, but to use it as a fucking trigger word so their Manchurian candidate bitches fall for it without fucking question. The reason I bring that up isn't to say that they go through that themselves. They might just be planning it. They might be scripting it. They might be fucking LARPing. They might be doing it to get your goat so they can have a fun time with your fucking little goober ass brain. But what is important to pay attention to is that on the other hand, that whatever the fuck goes on, the folks that use it the most inappropriately are kind of like the folks that use the pejorative of narcissism the most inappropriately. The folks who use narcissism inappropriately tends to not be mindful that the fucking presentation of it is oftentimes not only and not wholly hallmarked by using words for their emotional gravity, not their understanding, and not their actual meaning rather. So it's a lack of understanding and of the complexity of a word and just using it because it makes you feel fucking good in the britches. And so it's very funny to me that this is the way things are, where folks have just become so fucking assballs lazy. It really does upset me.
Like you!
What are you talking about, man? This is your average viewer. This is the type of guy that you were encouraging to show up at Asmongold's house. Outside of this, what do I mean by foreign agent? Well, Hassan is not American.
I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for America, but just in general.
I am not even remote.
Like, it is more appropriate to call half the times people say mental illness about another. It is way more appropriate to just call them a cunt than to fucking waste your time misusing a fucking word. Dicks.
Nationalistic by any measure. I don't care about those sorts of things.
Yeah, no shit. So Hassan is not American, he's from Turkey, he grew up there, and was raised as a Muslim.
I'm Turkish. I grew up in Turkey. My whole family lives in Turkey still, with some exceptions.
But then you might ask, how is he legally in America? He's from Turkey, but he's been living here for like 15 years. Well, here's how he did that.
I was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and my parents wanted to do that so that I would have an American citizenship, so that one day I could be the president. That second part's not true, but I then immediately was shipped back off to Turkey.
I don't see how this doesn't count as immigration fraud. They dipped his toes into the waters of America so he could have citizenship, and immediately shipped him back to Turkey so he would grow up Turkish. Then, when he became an adult, they shipped him off to a rich college. He gets trained in media through nepotism, and then he continuously promotes anti-American values and domestic terrorism when he goes off on his own. How is this legal? It's time to change the 14th Amendment because it's out of date, and it was ratified in the 1800s before mass transit existed. It's time to bring it up to modern standards. It's time to copy places like Japan that say that you can't become a citizen by birth unless one of your parents is a citizen. That's how it should be everywhere. Anchor babies like Hassan, who has encouraged his audience numerous times to murder Americans, should not be allowed to live here. There's a reason why people who weren't born in America can't become president, and there's a reason why when you get naturalized as a US citizen, you have to swear allegiance to the country. It's so we don't give voting power to foreign agent stochastic terrorists like Hassan.
I mean, I get called a terrorist every day.
Well, you are a terrorist, so that would be an accurate accusation. Stochastic terrorist sounds like a big word, but basically it just means that you're a media figure who purposefully riles up your audience into violent ideology, followed by saying things like, hey, maybe someone should go assault some police officers or some ICE agents. This describes a shocking number of leftist pundits, such as Hassan or members of the Young Turks. Again, the fact that there are no legal punishments for this is insane.
It's a little weird that they call themselves the Young Turks after the whole massacring of Armenian folks. I'm just gonna be a little real here. That part seems really strange. I feel like if I were to name a podcast the fucking Crusades, Let's Go Burn Us a fucking, like, if I were to name a group, you know, it's the fucking Christians versus the Protestants, 1800s, let's go burn us a Protestant village. I feel like I'd get some shit for it, you know? I feel like someone would be like, hey, miss, maybe you shouldn't make jokes about, like, some affective history where no one's alive from it still, but I mean, it was still fucked up. And yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe no one would give me shit for it, but I give myself shit for it because I just don't like fucking memeing on dead people. Like, they're fucking... if you're dead for 100 years, it's more likely I could meme on you, but it's usually gonna happen because you've done something inappropriate. Like, I will make fun of you if you've been dead for 100 years and you actually killed a person. Like, if you got found with a fucking head between your fucking thighs like a watermelon, trying to crush it as you tried to slay the last of your enemies, Vlad the Impaler, easy to make fun of. Genghis Khan, easy to make fun of. Let's see, Mussolini, easy to make fun of. Everyone that takes fucking reading The Prince as a fucking attestation of history or a description of how to involve yourself, I also make fun of them because they're just ignorant as piss. But it's neither here nor there.
Every single time. It's misrepresent, slander, and then hopefully someone in your audience goes to kill him.
Right. Just like Uncle Cenk, you call your political opponents Nazi fascist, you have your news organization say it's okay to assault them over and over again, and then you just hope the rest works itself out over time. Now, what's also insane is the last part that's making people violent, which is that more and more Americans and people in other Western countries are being forced to share space with some of the most violent and abusive.
Also, none of them are young. They're all, like, pretty old. Like, I'm pretty fucking old, and they're older than me. So, I mean, I don't go call myself young. I say I'm an old fucking bat. I call myself an old haggard fucking bat all the time. I say that I'm so old that I'm older than dust. I'm older than stardust. I'm older than the stars in the sky and the dust beneath your feet. I go ahead and scream shit like that all the fucking time, bro.
People, and nothing is being done to stop them. One of the most recent examples of this happened at TwitchCon, where a streamer, Emiru, was doing a meet and greet and was sexually assaulted.
I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, he grabs my face, and he leans in and lips puckered, tries to kiss me, and I start screaming. Twitch's security is like nowhere near me, nowhere to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on.
This whole story is a huge rabbit hole with failures on Twitch's part that were so horrendous that any rational person would assume they were trying to encourage this behavior. Not only did Twitch provide almost no security, not only did they let the guy who assaulted Emiru get away, but they did everything they could to try to cover this up after it happened. By the way, this was 3 hours into the convention. It was right at the start. And thanks to Twitter being the least censored platform on social media, someone uploaded evidence of this event and it went viral.
Oh, it's called X now, not Twitter, but yeah, it's true.
Start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter. Thank God someone was filming, because otherwise I don't think Twitch would have said anything.
Another Twitter success story, but get this. Twitch didn't just fail to apprehend the guy. Apparently he was a streamer, and their initial response before they were called out was to slap him on the wrist with a 30-day ban. Also this.
You want to know the worst part? Emiru had a security guard 2 years ago that attended TwitchCon, where another fan was attempting to sexually assault her, and the security guard stopped him. But because Twitch official and staff didn't agree with the way that he stopped him, which by the way was just him putting his hands on him and making it to where he couldn't leave while the police arrived, they permanently banned him from ever being a part of TwitchCon again. So the security guard that did their job to make sure that Emmy was safe was banned.
God forbid you do your job as a bodyguard, you'll get banned from TwitchCon. God forbid you say that men shouldn't be in women's sports, Twitch will ban you for life for that, but if you sexually assault someone on camera, you get a slap on the wrist, 1 month ban.
I asked them, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not.
And this isn't the only time that Twitch has essentially levied no punishment for this kind of behavior. Twitch regularly ignores criminal or dangerous activity on its platform. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. No, it's not.
Dude, they let, like, dudes get fucking hit with fucking roofies, like, date rape drugged there. They don't do anything. They let a broad break her fucking spine and couldn't walk. They didn't do anything to improve it. All Twitch's fucking bullshit's been reactive. None of it's been proactive in the longest fucking time. No, it's just piss lazy. That's why I really don't think any of the changes they've made have served the stockholder or the person making content or the viewer. The ads are more fucked up for the people watching. Most people get priced out of subbing to their favorite streamers. streamers, don't give me money. Give it to someone else who fucking, like, put it in emergency funds, put it in your savings, put it in your retirement, do something good with it. Don't you dare give me a fucking thing. Also, outside of that, like, people just don't really have the ability to as much as anymore because, again, the prices have gone up from what, like $3 to $5 to $7. So, like, there's less streamers can make something. The few that can, good for them, proud for them. Let's see it keeping, let's keep fucking going. Let's see them succeed. I want everyone to thrive and succeed, no matter who the fuck they are. Outside of that, though, like, it's just, and then the stockholders are constantly let down by the lost leader of Amazon, aka Twatch. So, no, it's just like, bros, just like, motherfuckers there are so lazy. The systemic fucking rot that needs to be fucking caked out of it is kind of fucking sad and nasty. And I know it's not just one dude, but it is really fucking obnoxious. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't fucking vibe with the fucking neglect, laziness, piss-ass fucking antics, and outright fucking lack of give a fuck. It seems so fucking piss-ass lazy that it's like watching fucking someone have to lick paint off of a fucking wall just because they didn't know they didn't have to do that. Because they probably, like a lot of people who come up here, have a 2nd grade reading level.
That's a straight up.
Sorry if you have a 2nd grade reading level. I will get off of it in literally when I'm allowed to go to low moon orbit and not a fucking second before.
Why? In fact, they were so negligent that I think it's no longer safe for any creator to attend TwitchCon in the future.
Some people at Twitch and Amazon watching right now, please just listen. Like, people aren't saying this for no reason. Like, I feel like you guys don't get it or something. Like, I could have literally been stabbed yesterday. Literally, like...
Right, she could have been stabbed. Sexual assault is bad, but the real danger is that someone could have easily ended her life that day. So it makes me a little uncomfortable seeing this happen at a Twitch event, especially when Twitch, as a platform that's owned by Amazon, is at the forefront of radicalizing people into this type of behavior.
Twitch, you're fucking with the wrong people, and you're promoting the wrong people. Genuinely. And it's at this level that I have to assume that what you're doing is intentional.
I've said this a ton of times in my recent content, and I'm going to keep saying it because it's important. We need to make sure that criminals go to jail for committing crimes, and this kind of rhetoric has to stop.
The way that prisons are set up in our society, I would argue that they do not work. They do not make us safer. The instinct is to just take that person, the source of that harm, the source of that issue, and then just throw them away. Put them in a cage and throw away the key.
It depends on what the fuck they did. I mean, if we're gonna put them in a cage and throw away the key, I mean, if they committed the Mount Rushmore of violent crimes, murder, rape, robbery, and assault, I mean, yeah, fine, let's do it. The root of the problem is definitely their life choices. I'm sure there's room for growth, but I just don't want them in society.
That doesn't address the reason why that harm was created in the first place. A lot of times, people who create trauma for others are those who themselves went through trauma earlier in their own lives.
Right.
And I bring all of this up to say that, you know, again, like when we talk about policing, I don't think this system actually makes us safer. I think what it does is it just removes problems out of view.
Right, and it turns out when you quarantine violent people away from polite society, they can't commit crimes. Sure, they might go right back to committing crimes the second they get out, but at least you get like...
You know, by the way, people that may need to go away and never get out, people with platforms like streamers, newscasters, and fucking representatives of parties that wish for harm, violence, that encourage harms, calls to violence, etc. Maybe lock those people up too, because I also don't want those bitches in society. There's a lot of lovely people that don't wish death on people. Look at Mr. Asmongold, he seems quite nice. Never wishes death on people, very appropriate man. Like him. Mr. Piker wishes death on people. Please put him in jail. Don't ever let him out. He wishes death on people. Put him in jail. Do not let him out. Lots of people on the fucking news bullshit trying to tell, like, just, not even just news. There are teachers who are trying to normalize calls for harm and death in their classrooms. Yeah, put them in jail. Never let them out either.
Like a 2 to 5 year cooldown period where they can't victimize anyone, and that in itself lowers crime rates. It also reduces the number of future criminals because, as he said, hurt people, and the less people you let them victimize, the fewer future criminals there will be. At the very least, keeping them out of jail doesn't work either.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't lock up criminals, when you don't punish people who deserve to be punished. They get more and more bold and more people suffer.
I don't really have any sympathy for people who repeatedly choose to commit heinous crimes. Sure, I think it would be great to improve mental health services and try to give some of these people a second chance, but personally, I think a lot of these people can't be rehabilitated because they don't feel like what they're doing is wrong. And it's not fair to force polite society to deal with them because you have empathy for the local homeless homeless guy who likes to randomly punch women. I think people like Mamdani and these judges who keep letting career criminals back on the streets are liars, and the actual reason that they're letting criminals go is to make society more violent. Not enforcing the law is a radicalization technique because it traumatizes more people who will then grow up to be criminals, and it forces polite people to live in a PvP zone where they now have to be—
With a bunch of nephrons running around, it forces polite people to live with a bunch of fucking nephrons that don't know they can read Dickens and translate it to a contemporary lens. Yeah, that is actually pretty scary. I thought that Nevrons just began and ended in fucking Expedition 33, but they do be living outside some days. This is quite frightening.
Be violent just to survive. Outside of that, let's go back to the phonics talk. The worst part of the study about the Charles Dickens book was not that they couldn't understand the text. The worst part is that they thought they could understand it, and because of that, they put no effort into fact-checking to make sure they were correct. I cannot understate how much this kind of hubris ruins people's lives. Moreover, I'm really disturbed by government standards that think it's more important to teach you how to calculate the hypotenuse of a triangle than to teach you how compound interest works so that you don't become a debt slave. And what ends up happening is that you know a lot of stuff which makes you feel smart, but none of that stuff that you know is actually useful. So intellectually, you're no better than the average burger flipper despite doing all this work to finish high school or college. Worse, you have no idea how to tier information based on how useful it is, so even if you do self-study, you'll just start wasting time on crap that does not matter. I think the funniest example that I've seen personally is people who try to learn Japanese only from anime. They'll spend countless hours memorizing—
Lol, there are people that try to learn Japanese only from anime? That's wild, bro. That's fucking bananas, bro. That's not how you learn language. You learn it through your fucking mother talking to you, telling you pretty fucking words. You learn it from people around you, your friends using words you don't know and picking up on context clues. You learn it from immersion, but you need like immersion for immersion's sake. You're a grown-ass adult. You probably can use the litany of other tools you have, like, again, phonics, pattern recognition, which, again, babies seem to excel in quite well. So I guess shout out to babies and adults who can fucking read. Hope y'all are doing well.
words like demon lord or quirkless instead of words they will actually use like bathroom or train. If you want to know how people can learn multiple languages when you can't even learn one, it's because the people who know a lot of languages know how to prioritize high-value words and grammar, and they know all the most efficient learning techniques. Public school is not really good at teaching that, and the downside is that if you don't know how to prioritize the higher value information, and if you don't know how to learn efficiently, you will be locked out of the higher levels of skill development, which looks a lot like getting paid less in the job market when you become an adult. It's not your fault that you were taught this way, but it is your responsibility to fix it. And if you do fix it, you'll find yourself doing a lot of stuff that you never thought you could do. Anyway, thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video.
I follow no one on Twitter, but I appreciate the content. Think before you sleep. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting offline for the night. Thank you for your time, your patience, being kind to me, tolerating me, letting me be a shithead, letting me talk shit, letting me be a loser, letting me be a failure, and letting me have fun. I appreciate it. I found someone's channel I want to watch, Hillary Lane. Seems like this person's able to bring up really important things that I care about in discourse, and also, unfortunately, made me abreast that people have a second grade reading level writ large, and that's just also horrifying, so I'm going to have to take that in and mull it over for a little bit. I'm going to put my timestamps in, and I'm going to get offline, and I'm going to, before I do any of that, say thank you all so much for your fucking time, and I wish you the absolute fucking best. No matter where you find yourself, whom you are, or where you are going, just fucking thrive. That would be the good thing for me. I'd like that a lot, bro. Okay, there's a link with our timestamps in it. If we had a haha or a guffaw at anything, there's 2 streams today because I fucked up. Both have the same name though. Anyways, this one's super short. Take care, my dudes. Please be well. Please take care of yourselves. Please be kind to yourselves. Thank you for letting me be your shithead streamer. I'll be back tomorrow. And if I'm not tomorrow, then it'll be like when I've had time to finish a project that I'm having a lot of fun with. But probably tomorrow. I'm usually an everyday streamer. If I don't feel like it, I'll probably say hi on Discord about it this time. And just be like, hey, I'm having a ball doing something. And don't forget, we've done really fun shit. Oh my gosh. Hold on. No. Y'all, wait. Don't forget, we have a theme and it is going everywhere. Not that it's literally everywhere, but we have a cute little theme and it's in VS Code and you can go find the VS Code repo and there's a fucking, there's a config for Starship and I'm gonna put one in for Tmux later and then I'm gonna go out of my way and put I'm gonna salt stack up a Windows computer. Okay, bye, take